Hare Rama మీరు ఉంటారు అని ఖాళిస్తున్నాను.
We can sing. We can take slot after you.
Request high pitch. That's what I can sing for
Hare Hare Bhakti ठाकुर की
మీరు
Translation.
ప్రభుజీ మీరు రఘునాథ్ ప్రభుజీ మీరు ఒకటి
Where would this go?
ఒక్కటి ఒక్క మాట మీకోసం
సరే.
ప్లీజ్ మైక్ ఇస్తారా
sings in a very simple, sweet voice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Whether you are a householder or a sannyasi, constantly chant Hare Hare. Do not forget this chanting. Whether you are in a happy condition or a distressful one, just fill your lips with Harinama. You are bound up in the network of Maya and are forced to toil fruitlessly. Now you have obtained full consciousness in the human form of life to chant the names of Radha and Madhava. Your life will end and you have not served the Lord of the Take this advice of Bhakti Lilananda Thakur. Just once relish the nectar of the holy name.
Second verse.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare
Om Gyanatimirandasya Dhananjana-shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapikam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Jamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudhapadakamlam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sarvana Raghunatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Vaidana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Param Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tarvakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustute Devi Pranamami Haripriye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 Let's together now. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्गये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्रह्मण्याय देवाय गोब्राह्मणाय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। तुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं गायते गिरिं कृपहतमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्री परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरम्। ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थां गतोऽपि वा स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षरस्य। श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। Hare Krishna. This is as good as the last garland we get in life. Very big. Two times people get such big garland. One is when they die. Second, I think during marriage also they give such kind of thing. Yeah. So normally when you get these garlands, you should tie it here. Especially when seniors come, because it kind of cuts on the back. So the weight of the garland, it keeps cutting them on the back. So you should always tie it to the. So you're thinking, what is this class? Why did it start like that? Well, once Shrutakirti Prabhu was doing massage to Srila Prabhupada, personal servant of Srila Prabhupada. He was doing the massage, and Prabhupada after some time he just turns like this side. Like that. So he has to immediately go that side. So as soon as he went that side, in that rush, he pushed the oil, the katora of oil. Tuck, it fell down. Immediately Prabhupada, what is this? What have you done like that? Immediate chastisement. Just, my God, and Prabhupada chastisement is not ordinary chastisement. Guru's chastisement is very heavy. So then Prabhupada told, come here. Then he ran to get some cloth Said, come in, sit here. And then Prabhupada took his hand, kept on that oil, took like this. This is how you should do. Take the katora, keep your hand like this. This is how I should do. I should teach you everything. Heavy, isn't it? Heavy. Prabhupada is like that. Guru means heavy. Once Prabhupada was going on a morning walk, and it was pretty chilled in the morning, so he was wearing a shawl, and then everybody is talking. Prabhupada is going, and when the chillness decreased, he immediately removed the shawl. Prabhupada removed the shawl. And Sridhar Prabhu is right. He said he gave the shawl. And Sridhar Prabhu started, took it like this, then he was like this. And Prabhupada snatched the shawl like this. I'll show you how to do it. Like this, like this, like this, like this. Can you imagine Sridhar Prabhu serving the Paramahamsa Pravodekacharya, Stotra, Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and getting chastised? Right? Prabhupada, he was very particular about teaching everything. Everything. And once Prabhupada was sitting in his room and again some small mistake, small, whatever, small or big, you should not say that small mistake Prabhupada chastised. Not like that. Mistake. Immediately Prabhupada. You will get intelligence when you become 80-year-old like that. And Sridhar Prabhu was like, what kind of chastisement is, When I become 80-year-old, I become intelligent. So he was actually doing massage during the time when he was chastised like that. And then after some time, whole throughout the massage, Sridhar Prabhu was like crying inside. I can't serve my Guru properly. I'm getting chastised like this. And he told, you'll become intelligent when you become 80-year-old. Like that. And he was very, very morose. After finishing the entire massage, Sridhar Prabhu goes to Prabhupada. He was thinking, what should I tell Prabhupada? What should I tell? He was scared what to tell. What to tell. At the end of massage, he went to Prabhupada, paid obeisance and said, Prabhupada, you're right. I'll become intelligent only when I'm 80-year-old. And Prabhupada started laughing loudly. Hey, I was told like that by my father when I was young. In Telugu also say, when you become 80-year-old, you become intelligent like that. In our culture, we say that. Prabhupada just told that to Sridhar Prabhu. And Prabhupada forgot, but he was in depression. He was thinking. And recently, Sridhar Prabhu was giving a discourse, and he was saying that I am 76 years old. I'm 100% sure I'll stay till 80 because Prabhupada told I'll become intelligent. So is the faith of Sridhar Prabhu ki wonderful disciples of Srila Prabhupada. And we were so fortunate. I'm humbled to even sit here today because this place has hosted exalted devotees in the last 2 weeks. So Indra Swami Maharaj was here, right here, Hare Krishna. Can we plan something like that? We can't plan. He's planning. Srila is planning. Right? Very exalted sannyasi, very personal, very focused. I have to put this on silent. Yes. Yeah. And then his Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj was here. Again, very exalted sannyasi, very focused. We went to, me and Subbarao Prabhu, we went to Khammam, right? Me, Subbarao Prabhu and Lakshmikant Prabhu. Who else? Was going blind? Huh? Lilananda, oh my God, what is going on? So sorry, Prabhuji, completely went blind. Yeah, the four of us went. And the kind of beautiful reception Maharaj got in Khammam, it was the first big program in Khammam. First big program. They are a very small temple. Actually, it's a house. Individual house is like a temple. That's all it is. Right? 2-bedroom individual house. Old style, remember? There is a steps in the front, little portico like that. That is ISKCON temple. And then they organized a program in a new hall, and the hall was also being organizing for the first program. It was just constructed, and the first program, and they gave it for free for Maharaj. Maharaj is coming, and they organized, and So amazing devotees here. You all sponsored 60 Bhagavatam sets were distributed that day. 60. The whole Khammam village, town, you can say. Many brahmanas from many temples came and so happy to receive Bhagavatam. Very happy. Some were carrying it on their head like this. We got Bhagavad. Right? So great. And Maharaj was so happy. And there was Nityamukta Prabhu, one of the most exalted preachers in ISKCON from ISKCON Tirupati, Brahmachari, the Telugu speaking. He also came. It was a wonderful program. So I congratulate everybody from Gachibowli Satsang who participated in this. In some or other, we sponsored the Prashadam also that day for the whole program. Prashadam and arrangements. You were sponsored. What do you mean? We all sponsored together. Whatever little amount we collected on top of Bhagavatam amounts, we are using it for that purpose. So out of 408 Bhagavatams, we have so far distributed 382 something like that. So another 24 are there. Nityamukta Prabhu said he can do that in a place near to Sri Shailam. He's preaching there. There are many brahmanas and big temples in that area. They'll be very happy to take. So we are planning that. Most probably we'll finish it during this month itself. And we'll be done with a marathon for this year. So it was very happy to represent all of you. And it happened in Dharmapuri. Dharmapuri seems was the best program among all. Am I audible till the back? Yeah. After installing this mic, this is the first time I'm speaking on the mic. Okay? Is that audible there also? Huh? Everywhere is there. Hare Krishna. Still there? Hare Krishna. Yeah. So here we are. What are we doing here today? And what is the topic today? Performance appraisal.
What we can improve, what we are doing, how should we improve, what are the plus point next to that, everything we'll know today from you.
No.
They made chapter.
We'll know from Bhagavatam
మనం
actually.
ఇంకా అంత ఇంప్రూవ్ చేయాలి. ఏమి చేస్తాం? We should learn self assessment. మరి ఏమైనా తప్పు ఉంటే మీరు చెప్తారు. It is a very important subject and lesson.
Yes. Thank you, brother.
అదే
Prabhuji is like a volcano. He has so much to give. It just explodes out. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, actually, how did this happen is I was discussing with Palgu and Prabhu. You are like a family. I always share some things. I was discussing with Palgu and Prabhu. I was going through my ups and downs in Bhakti. So I asked him, Prabhu, how do I know? How do I know that I'm making progress? How do I know that I'm making progress? So Palgu and Prabhu, in that one-on-one, sometimes he gets ecstatic and heavy also. So he gave me a half an hour class on how do I know that I'm making progress. So then I decided that whatever he told, I'm going to convert that into a PPT so that it can be helpful for all of you. Is that a good idea? How do I know? How do I know that I'm making progress? Because all of us have certain quality. Some of us are karmis, some of us are yogis, some of us are jnanis, and some of us are aspiring to be bhaktas. Right? Ultimately, karmis, jnanis, and yogis will not go back to Krishna. That's the sad news. Sad news. They will not go. They'll be hankering around. They'll be going around. Unless they add bhakti to it. Karma yoga with bhakti. Right? Not sakama, nishkama. Then jnana with bhakti. Not accumulation of knowledge, application of knowledge. And Ashtanga yoga with bhakti. Using the yoga for focusing on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Unless we do that, these three yogas are of no use. Otherwise, they're actually a distraction. But we still have the tendency, even within satsang, we cannot deny the fact that some are jnanis, some are inclination towards jnana. So our whole purpose of satsang is to slowly add bhakti to it. You can't change the nature of being a jnani. Some people will read books. Some people will do many courses. Some people will, like to learn Sanskrit. Will like to go deep into the. That is their tendency, and not everybody can do that, right? But the beauty is when you add bhakti to it. Hare Krishna, Chaitanya. That's all. When you add bhakti to it. Some people are very good in doing things, karmis. They like to plan, multitask so much. Right? When you become crazy, you are doing 2 jobs, 4, this thing, whatever, maintaining 5 project plans, then we invite them to organize Jagannath Rath. So we need people like that. Right? So you use that madness to serve Krishna madly. You have to convert that. Otherwise, that becomes an obstacle in our going back. In our bhakti, we have all these categories. In the satsang also, right now, if you keep your hand on your heart and really think, what am I? There is some karma yogi sitting, or a jnana yogi sitting, or a ashtanga yogi sitting. Somebody will come here only talk about sattvic bhojan. If you give the mic to them, they will tell all the 82 vegetables. I don't know. Right? What to eat, what not to eat, this mass, that mass, but their focus is that. And you can't change that. Some people are like that. Some people are more towards bodily, it's not a bodily consciousness, but keeping the body healthy. Right? But you have to add bhakti to that. Otherwise, what is the use? You get another healthy body next time. You are so proud of your body. Oh, I'm able to stop my breath for 3 minutes. Like that. Right? And that consciousness you die, what will you get for the next level? I don't know. Something that,
Tortoise.
Tortoise? Yeah, tortoise. I don't know. Right? So, it's very important that we all have these natures, and at some logical point, we check on it. We assess it as to which nature is binding us to be in this world. Right? Which nature is binding us to be in this world. Otherwise, you'll be putting your head like this and wondering what am I doing in bhakti. Right? All the thing you can think about is onion and garlic, all the thing you can think about is 4 relative principles, all the time you can think about is restrictions, whereas you will not understand why am I not making progress, because you're bound somewhere with your nature. So bhakti appraisal, is it needed? Of course it is needed. Yeah, that's okay. You can see now. That's okay. You're not doing any HD presentation. You all can see this? Mataji, Shirisha Mataji can see? Very well. That's okay. No, let that light be there. Yeah. So bhakti appraisal, right?
Okay.
So I want this to be a little interactive, because that's how my conversation with Bhagwan was. Interaction. So you all have, so there are 2 remote mics. One is there. Can one pass it on to the Matajis? You can pass it to the Matajis. So if I ask you a question, how you can measure your bhakti, what comes to your mind? First of all, can you measure bhakti?
Yeah.
Is bhakti measurable?
No.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Okay, progress is measurable.
Progress is measurable, but bhakti cannot.
Yeah.
Okay. One controversy started.
No, I wouldn't say exactly.
Yeah, you can give the mic, Mataji, just so you're holding the mic. We'll
I won't say
we'll test all the mics today. That also is one of the purpose of it.
I hope I don't make any controversial
Yeah,
statement,
that's
but yeah, exactly not measurable, but we know that whether we make progress from 1 year back or not, where we are,
So
are we
it's
better,
like
bad, worse, what
it's
is
like a checkpoint.
check.
So we have to do something for this, because Indradhani Maharaj was struggling with this the other day, and it was very difficult for me to. Yeah.
But if you want to quantify it like the SMART goals and all, I don't know.
Yeah. Can I quantify my progress? Right? Because sometimes your mind likes to have some measurable, sometimes numbers also. I don't know. Right? Yeah. So can you measure your bhakti? Yes, you can. So there has to be a method, an outcome, and a flaw. Flaw in that method. Is there a flaw in that method? If you use a method, you get outcome from that method. But you also need to know what is a flaw in that method, right? So let us say one method is check the quality of your sadhana,
Sadhana chart.
right? Yeah, sadhana chart, or your chanting quality of rounds, right? Your chanting. Is that a way to check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another way, ask seniors. Go and ask your senior. Prabhu, how's your bhakti? Progress.
అలా అడగకూడదు. మన బట్టి మనం చేయాలి. పెద్దవాళ్ళు అడగకూడదు. మన బట్టి మనం సెల్ఫ్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ చేయాలి.
Perspective. Don't ask, just do it.
అడిగితే వాళ్ళు ఇంకోలా చెప్తే మనకు డిస్కస్ మన బట్టి మనం ఇంప్రూవ్ చేయాలి.
అడిగితే తిట్టొచ్చు.
నా ఉద్దేశం.
No, problem లేదు bro. Prepare. దానికే కదా డిస్కషన్. Ask peers. Ask your each other. Prabhu, what's going on? What do you see any change in me? Right? Or you ask juniors, whom you are serving. Go and ask them. Right? Let's go. Reactions to situations. Something happened in your life. How am I reacting to it? In 2019, how I reacted to it? In 2025, how am I reacting to it? Maybe that might show me some progress. Yeah? Okay. Let us see the outcome. Checking on quality. I checked on the quality. What will happen next few days or months? Your rounds will be good. That is the outcome. When you do an assessment of your bhakti, you will get guilty. You will feel guilty and you end up bhavana jivita. Next day rounds will be good. At least one round will be good. Right? But what is the flaw? Self-assessment can be deceiving. Right? You might think, "Arey, manchunara bhai." That also can happen. I am actually in a good situation, right? People might start assessing and feeling, what is that word that Chaitanya used? Self-congratulation. Well, next week Chaitanya will be here. Very good.
Next week,
yeah. So self-congratulation might happen. It might be deceiving. That's the problem. What is the outcome of going to seniors? They'll praise you 99%, only 1% correction will come because they're scared you'll run away. That's another problem in ISKCON actually. Unless they are very merciful, they'll not give you peace of mind. They'll not. Chapter right? Once one Mataji, I remember in SMR when I sitting, Lokesh Krishna Prabhu used to call me to give some classes. I'm talking about 2015. And one Mataji, she used to dress in a very inappropriate way to a satsang. Very inappropriate. That's not like acceptable. And her husband also was not telling anything. And she'll come and sit in the front. And everybody are like distracted or diverted or affected. I saw that for a week. They said maybe they went outside, they directly came to satsang. Next week I saw again the same thing. Then I realized actually she's dressing like that for the satsang. That's what it means, right? You are wearing like that. So I thought, should I even tell this? Because I can't tell this. It's very sensitive. Once I told her, I was almost beaten to death. I don't know. So third satsang I told her husband. I had to tell because it was actually becoming not right. And I told that, and they left satsang. Gone, finished. Poor husband wanted to come. It's over. Maybe he told her and there was a fight. No, not Japtava. I don't know where. You know that language, right? So you can think now, if you go and ask a suggestion from a senior, how much can the senior afford to tell you? Because what is the problem? We are very independent today. Very independent today. Then what is the asset holding that independence? Money. You can buy happiness. If my guru leaves me, I'll go to Goa for a vacation.
Example, 1 minute. You got an example.
No, 1 minute. Let me rhythm. At the end, I'll take.
One example.
Yeah. See, the point is, how much are we dependent on our spouses? How much are we dependent on our guru? So many choices are there. Thoda aage bol to khatam. I'll find another guru. I'll go. Whatever is convenient for me, I can find like that. Right? I know one Mataji. Name's not important, but amazingly inspiring lady. And she brought many people to Krishna consciousness. Many people to Krishna consciousness. She could not follow some way of living in Krishna consciousness. She could not follow. She was always compromising there or trying to, or her dealings with the Shiksha Guru were very pushy. That was not the right etiquette. She was not suggesting, she was commanding. Or she was demanding. And a senior devotee has to manage many things. It's not like one person, he has to manage the whole, and he has a vision for the project, he has a vision for the temple, he has a vision. So things went apart and she got frustrated. And what is the result of that frustration? She came up with her own philosophy. That's what happens. When false ego gets frustrated, you create your own scripture. You create your own philosophy. That actually Krishna consciousness is to balance my material and spiritual life. This Shiksha Guru is not helping me balance my material life and spiritual life. I'm not giving enough time to my husband. Husband never said anything. She's assuming. I'm not giving time to my children. I'm not giving time to that. She created her own philosophy. Just because of small correction from the Shiksha Guru. She could not take it. Right? And it went to such an extent, she started giving classes to people with her philosophy. Bhagavad gaya side mein. Bhagavad has gone to the side. Now I am giving my own class. Already some frustrated audience are sitting in there. Same category. They told, no? Yogis, Gyanis, Bhaktas, not Bhaktas, Yogis, Gyanis, Yogis, Karmis. Some such categories. What happens? They all go and join her. Satsang is slowly getting split. Why? She is not speaking Bhagavatam. She is speaking her own frustration. You should not do that. Right? We are not here to change ISKCON. We are here to change in ISKCON. We have come here to change in ISKCON. That is a fundamental. Forget that. When false ego gets frustrated, Hare Prabhu, big people, they split organizations. Already we see ISKCON split into two parts. That's pure false ego. There's nothing there. You cannot do things like this. I create my own movement. It's already created. Right? And it can happen. You think it will not happen in Gachibowli Satsang? It can happen. Why do you think it will not happen? Right? But we have to check that. We have to keep a check on it. What is going on? Right? Am I ready for advice from a senior? Like I told you, Shrutakirti Prabhu was chastised by Srila Prabhupada. If I do that, or forget me doing it, if somebody else does it and senior devotee does it, are you ready for it? That kind of chastisement? Right? Sweetly you have to do. Bhagavad Prabhu tells me, Kalivarlo advice cheyalante 2 days you have to praise them. 2 days, continue. 48 hours you should praise them. Anna, Amma, Anna. Antra, కొంచెం చక్కగా కూర్చుంటారు. పర్లేదు బ్రో ఎట్లా కూర్చున్నాడు. तो ना मस्का मारने के बाद थोड़ा adjustment. So tell them, bro, you are chanting mantra very fast. I get that look, yeah, and I also give that look sometimes. When my wife tells me, "Apna been around." How dare you say that to me? One statement, right? After you finish your 16 notes, if you feel that you have done a great favor on God, you've done that 16 notes, kept it there, and your wife comes, "Apna been also like and immediately so are you ready for that advice? So asking seniors, problem is 99% praises, 1% improvement advice. And what is the flaw? They also don't see us always. మన కార్యక్రమాలు తెలియదు వాళ్ళకి. సత్సంగ్ రోజు వస్తాం, సత్సంగ్ డే ప్రభుజీ హరే కృష్ణ అన్ని వేసుకొని ఓ రామో నాయనో అసలు ఎట్లుంటది అంటే ఇక భక్తి వ్రత ఓ సూపర్ భర్త ఆ టైప్ ఉంటుంది. ఇంటికి పోనే ఏమన్నా ఏదో they don't have time to check details also. Where does he have time? In Bhakti, I myself am struggling to finish my 16 notes. Right? Where do I have time to go and check? Right? If you check, అడుగుతానే పోతుంది వాళ్ళకి ఖతం సత్సంగా మాయమైపోతుంది. ఇప్పటికే 5 ఎగిరిపోయింది నాకు తెలుసు. ఆన్లైన్ ఇప్పుడు దండం పెడతా వదిలేయండి. Simple question as Khatam, finish. Right? That is Kali Yuga, Prabhu. I'm not telling you, I'm not criticizing anyone. This is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means no correction. Only Amananiya, Manadena. Adutaru. Tell them, Miko, Trinal itla behave chestara. Oh. Yes, I am supposed to follow Trinal Krishna. Yes. Thank you. Asking peers, what is the outcome? 100% praises. Chaparu. If I go and ask, somebody, Prabhuji, etla bhakti, Are Prabhuji, me lekunda Hyderabad ledu. Hey Krishna. Right? This is what happens, right? You don't ask your peer, etla Prabhuji, meeru sacrifice, meeru Mataji, full asal khatana Prabhuji. Hey Rama, where will you get the correction from? Right? Your self-assessment will become, I don't know. Again, self-congratulation. Flaw is the same, right? They also don't know against what to measure. That is the problem. We are all carrying our conditions and we'll end up, okay, this is what I have seen. So, for example, most of you know me. Well, do you know that there are billion times better devotees in ISKCON than me? You don't know. Or some of you know. Still tolerating you. That's okay. But they are wonderful devotees outside. But if you only know me and somebody else is telling I'm doing this and you say that Lilananda Prabhu tells this is okay, so what we are doing is great. You are congratulating yourself with the knowledge that you have. But are we ready for the next level feedback? Are we ready for the next level feedback? We don't. Right? Now asking juniors. Free gas puja will happen. Feast for the false ego. Prabhuji, I am your servant, Prabhuji. Lecture bani ichina. Khatam. Hey, Prabhuji. I cried, Prabhuji. I made 20 people cry today. Vyas Puja. If you want a Vyas Puja and you're a preacher, go and ask the devotees, how am I doing? You get a proper, subtle garland also will come. Yeah. What is the flaw? They don't know anything to guide. What will they tell? They are juniors. They are dependent on us. Right? So don't go and ask, how you are doing to a junior. You are basically going to glorify the falsehood. How many agree for this point? So far, okay? Already hear me? No? Reaction to situation may change our reaction in next situation. That will happen. That's a good thing. See, there is a good outcome also when you ask. So, yeah, because now I'm thinking, maybe I should not open my mouth next time this happens. I should just accept the way it is. Right? And then, what is the flaw with it? Is there a flaw with it? The flaw is, each situation is different. Because I would control last time, it doesn't mean I'll control this time. And when it repeats, the same situation, when it repeats again and again, our reaction also changes. Consistency, yeah. You don't know. You can tell you, last time you reacted so nicely. Why are you getting frustrated this time? Because from last time to this time, there are many other things happened in between. You're not the same person. So my bhakti, how am I doing in bhakti? All these ways are good, but something is still not working. So how can I know where I stand in bhakti? Honestly, who can guide me? My spouse. Hare Krishna, what is this? How many Matis agree that spouse can help in bhakti? That's what they started it, saying that wives can help us. Sorry. Should we try it?
It's better.
It's better, huh? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Better, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. He has a purport also. Bhashyam. Satya Bhashyam. Pass the mic to. Mataji can't see you. She is in the other side.
I was just telling that giving lecture or preaching is natural to your wife.
Yeah.
So in this situation also they'll be able to guide, correct, identify issues and help us to progress.
తెలుగులో అలా చెప్పలేదు.
తెలుగులో అంటే చెప్పలేదా?
వాళ్ళకి ఎలా క్లాస్ ఇక్కడ అలవాటు కదా ఇప్పుడు టీచర్.
Krishna, yes. So propose, when we have any doubts, right? In SSR we preach. What is the thing we should follow when we have any doubts? Guru Shastra. Simple. Right? We don't have to create a new checklist to find out how am I doing in Bhakti. Of course, Guru knows, no doubt Guru knows. Sadhu also knows. Sadhu means a Guru itself, in the same or different sampradaya. And most importantly, Shastra. Prabhupada said, read my books every day. There is a reason he told. He didn't just say that, oh, you're not read. No. Actually, if you read Prabhupada books every day, or sometimes, you will know your current state. 100%. Wherever you are. Right? How many are reading every day? Huh? Please, whoever did not lift your hands, start. It's very important, Prabhus. We cannot move away from fundamentals. If you read Shastra every day, you will get answer for this. You yourself will know tangibly all the answers, right? So in Shastra, there is a verse in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. I don't know how to read this verse. I will just try. It's 2:1-205. Parabhavam Vinila Vaktratam cha. Can you repeat? Parabhavam Vinila Vaktratam cha Bandham cha Bhitim cha Mritim cha Kritva.
Bandham cha Bhitim cha Mritim cha Kritva.
Pavargadadapi Shikandamauli.
Pavargadadapi Shikandamauli.
Tvam Shastravanam Apavargosi.
Tvam Shastravanam Apavargadosi.
Can one of you read the translation? You have the mic? Yeah. Mataji, take the mic.
Translation: O topmost jewel, though you give the pavargas of defeat, foaming mouth, bondage, fear, and death to your enemies, you give them to the opposite apavarga or liberation as well.
Yeah, this is a beautiful conversation where the devotee is praising the Supreme Lord that you give pavarga, but you also give apavarga. Right? You give sufferings. I mean, God is not giving suffering, but in this material world, it's designed that we will suffer. But the best part is, you also give liberation. Right? The greatness of God. So this verse has pavarga. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Acharya has broken the pavarga into 5 parts. Pa means parishrama, which means labor. Pa comes from the word prabhava, parabhava, which means defeat. Right? So you work like a donkey, like a horrible way in the office. For what? Why are you working so hard? But when you want to enjoy material world, if there is a lust inside, you will work like a dog. You will. Right? And pena is the foam which is formed on the mouth when one is very tired, as it commonly observed with horses. Right? When horses run a lot, there is a foam that comes on the mouth. Even human beings, when they're too much tired, a foam comes out. It's called puff. Means exhaustion. Ba, the letter ba comes from the word bandha or bondage. Right? Are we bonded to many things in this world? Yes, we are. Right? And bha is taken from the word bhiti or fearfulness. Bhaya, fear. Everybody is fearful of so many things. Right? And ma is taken from the word mriti or death. Mrityu, mriti or death. These 5 things are naturally making us suffer in this world. And they're all coming as a token gift for us choosing to come to this world. Right? Coming to the material world, we are going to face pavarga. But what do we want? Apavarga. We want bhakti, which liberates us from all these 5 problems. Now you might think, bro, okay, tomorrow morning I'll stop working hard. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You know, you can't go and tell your boss, till yesterday I'm working hard, tomorrow onwards I'll not work. You don't work like a donkey, I'll not work like a donkey. Then he'll say, go outside and herd the donkeys, go. You don't need to be in the office. Right? It doesn't work like that. World changes according to our desires. That's the most dangerous part of this material world. What is the most dangerous part of the material world? Every desire will be fulfilled. I'm sorry. For a materialistic person, it will be, "Bhoji, itna acha baat bola." Every desire will be fulfilled. But that's a very dangerous thing. But every desire will be fulfilled. So we should have a very big check on our desires. The whole bhakti process, the sadhus coming into our life, why are they coming? They are coming here to change the desire. They are coming here to change the desire. Prabhupada, one person wanted to ask a question to Prabhupada. This is a very famous one. That he wanted to ask, and Prabhupada, he was like, I want to go to Sun. And one person was like, okay, I'll take you to Prabhupada. No, I'm scared. No, you come. But every time so many are surrounded by Prabhupada, it's difficult to go to him. Once they say, come to the morning walk tomorrow. But morning walk is very restricted. How will I come? No, I'll make some arrangement. You come. You will directly meet. Something happened. He came to the morning walk. Prabhupada's morning walk, only 4 or 5 people, and he can answer the question. Devotee is like, answer. He's like, no, I don't know how to ask. Prabhupada is in a flow, he's speaking. I don't know how to ask the question. Just went on and on and on and on. At the end, when Prabhupada said, okay, I'll go back now, car came. He said, ask the question. You wanted to ask. I made all this arrangement. You have to ask. And then Prabhupada opened the door. He kept 1 feet inside, 1 feet is outside. He's going to keep it. That time he said, Prabhupada. And devotee said, Amma, Aduganana. And he asked, Prabhupada, what do I need to do to go back to Krishna? Prabhupada spontaneously told 1 single word, close the door, and the car went. Desire. Just like desire. If you desire, Krishna will make all the arrangements. If you don't desire, without the desire, if you chant also, 64 rounds you chant without desire, something will come, some sukriti will come. But the goal is not achieved. But you will achieve what you want to achieve. Actually, they say if you have bad thoughts and you are chanting, the bad thoughts will increase. Chanting is so dangerous. Your intention prevails a lot in chanting. Intention is very important. With what intention am I chanting? If I am fighting to somebody and chanting, the fight will increase. Or my bad intentions through that fight will increase. Right? You might say, Prabhupada, but Cheto Darpana Marjana. Yeah, but in between the Cheto Darpana Marjana is devotion also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not saying you just chant it to get cleansed. No. You need to have the desire to cleanse it. Why are you chanting? Am I chanting for some material desire or chanting for spiritual desire? Really matters. Right? So most important thing, we have to change it. So these sadhus are coming here, the great sadhus are coming one after the other to do what? To change our desires. To change our desires. Right? And desire is to enjoy this world. Instead, sadhus are telling, okay, you enjoy, but include Krishna in it. Right? Do some festivals in it. You like music? Hear kirtan. You like singing? Sing kirtan. Sing song. You like talking? Talk about Krishna. You like spending? Spend for Krishna. You like traveling? Travel. Go to Krishna's places. Relevant to Krishna. Desires are being changed. Right? So when you do that, your pavarga becomes that also Krishna will give attraction. Akarshayati iti Krishna, right? So will attract us to change our desires. And the attraction doesn't come by we trying to focus only Krishna. So that is also another thing. I should only see Krishna everywhere, then only I'm Krishna conscious. It doesn't work like that. You don't have to practice it saying. For example, Arjuna, Drona told, what was the test? He said, what are you seeing? He said, point that thing, point the arrow, and he asked, what are you seeing? You know that, right? Mahabharata? What can you see? Right? He told, I'm seeing the eye of the bird. So somebody can tell, hey, what is this? You should see the lotus feet of Krishna. Right? So does it mean because he's seeing the eye of a bird, he's not a devotee? That's called fanatic thought process. Fanatic thought, without any rasa, without any essence in it. His guru asked, what are you saying to shoot? To shoot, he'll see the eye of the bird only. He'll not see lotus feet. He's not going to shoot at the lotus feet, right? His focus is to shoot. In the same way, in our life, we have to do what we are doing, and we should do it good, but within our heart there should be Krishna. Within our heart there should be Krishna. I'm doing with a purpose. Everything goes around Krishna. Right? And if somebody is saying, I don't belong to Pavarga, then maybe you are in this company, all these companies and universities, they are all Pavargas only. People are searching, is my company name there? I could not fit everything in one slide. Whatever company you are working, you are in Pavarga category only. Telugu means all Pavargas. And if you are proud of your studies, what is it? Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Technology, what is it? Banaras Hindu University, Institute of Chemical Technology, taking picture also, don't take. The University of Delhi. Whatever university that you are proud of your metal education will only pull you into Pavarga. It will make you foam. Your degrees will make you foam in the office. Foam will come. Like that you will work like a donkey. If your desire is to enjoy this material world, that's all it is. Right? So again, in spite of coming to satsangs, I am struggling. Actually, if some new people are here, it's good you are hearing this. It's good. No problem. But today's lecture is more meant for devotees who are practicing, or trying to practice, including me. Right? So, why am I frustrated? First of all, what do I want in Bhakti? Right? When I look at a devotee, what does he have that I don't have? So peacefully chanting, right? This is Vaisheshika Prabhu. You can recognize it. So nicely is there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Sachinandan Maharaj, who enjoys his chanting. He doesn't want anyone to disturb him when he's chanting. No disturbance. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji would like to go and sit in a remote place where nobody disturbs him to chant. But why am I chanting? Choosing to get disturbed. Choosing. Recently I was in the GBC class. It was a GBC college, not a GBC. Like college, and one beautiful question. Rishi Kumar Prabhupada, he asked, the disciple of Zola's Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Very, very amazing devotee. I want to invite him here. Very busy person. He asked, looking at all of them, he asked, how come nobody disturbs us when you are doing Gayatri, but everybody disturbs us when we are doing Hare Krishna mantra? What observation? When you are doing Gayatri, like somebody said, Prabhu is doing Gayatri, don't disturb. Don't disturb. And he is also not supposed to see anywhere. You see that? You will see devotees. 3 times in a day they have to do Gayatri. Their Brahman initiative, they have to do that. Nobody disturbs. And they also like, don't disturb him. But when you are doing Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji. Bolo. Hare. So, on one side you are saying Mahamantra, other side you are saying Gayatri is more important than Mahamantra. Is that so? I asked this question to Jagal Kishore Prabhu many years ago. Prabhu, why are we getting Gayatri when we already have Hare Krishna mantra? What is more important? Hare Krishna mantra is more important. Gayatri is given for certain purposes, certain services. You should have that. But Hare Krishna mantra is enough. There is no comparison. Don't compare. But Hare Krishna mantra is enough. That's a Maha mantra. No matter what kirtan you sing. If you're not singing Hare Krishna in that, then that's what Mahaprabhu gave. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So is it needed? Needed? Chahiye? Nahi chahiye? I can end the slide here. We can do some other katha. You really want?
Yes. We want.
Huh?
Yes.
Let's go for it. Yes. Please repeat after me. So here is Shastra Praman of can Bhakti be measured? I told right, Guru Shastra Sadhu. Here is Shastra Praman. 11th canto, 2nd chapter, 42nd verse, conversation between Nimi, Maharaj Nimi and the Navayogendras. Right? And the answer is being Maharaj has asked, the king has asked, how can I know that I am making progress? See, none of the questions are new. Bhagavatam is already answering all the questions, provided we are reading Bhagavatam every day. So here beautifully, Bhakti Paraisha Anubhavo Viraktir. Bhakti Paraisha Anubhavo Viraktir. Not Pareshan. Paraisha Anubhavo. Okay, let's read it again. Bhakti Paraisha Anubhavo Viraktir.
Bhakti Paraisha
Anyatra cha isha trika eka kala.
Anyatra cha Trika Ekakala.
Anyatra cha isha trika eka kala.
Anyatra cha Trika Ekakala.
Prabhadyamanasya yatha ashnatashu. Prabhadyamanasya yatha ashnatashu. Tushti pushtikshud apayo anubhasham.
Tushti Pushti
Tushti pushtikshud apayo anubhasham.
Tushti Pushti
Bhakti paraisha anubhavo viraktir.
Bhakti Paraisha
Anyatra cha isha trika eka kala.
Anyatra cha Trika Ekakala.
Prabhadyamanasya yatha ashnatashu. Tushti pushtikshud apayo anubhasham.
Tushti Pushti
Bhakti,
Bhakti,
devotion.
devotion,
Paraisha,
Paraisha,
of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
of the Supreme Personality of God.
Anubhava,
Anubhava,
direct perception.
direct perception,
Virakti,
Virakti,
detachment.
detachment,
Anyatra,
Anyatra,
from everything else.
from everything else,
Cha,
Cha,
and
and
Isha,
Isha,
this.
this,
Trika,
Trika,
group of three.
group of three,
Ekakala,
Ekakala,
simultaneously.
simultaneously,
Prabhadyamanasya,
Prabhadyamanasya,
for one who is in the process of taking shelter
for one who is in the process of taking shelter
of the Supreme Lord.
of the Supreme Lord,
Yatha.
Yatha,
In the same way
in the same way
as
as
Ashnata,
Ashwata,
for one engaged in eating,
for one engaged in eating,
Shu,
Shu,
they occur.
they occur,
Tushti,
Tushti,
satisfaction.
satisfaction,
Pushti,
Pushti,
nourishment.
nourishment,
Shud apaya,
Shuddhapaya,
eradication of hunger.
eradication of hunger,
Anubhasham,
Anubhasham,
increasingly with each morsel.
increasingly with each morsel.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Lilananda, Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please repeat after me. Devotion,
Devotion,
direct experience of the Supreme Lord,
direct experience of Supreme Lord,
and detachment from other things.
and detachment from other things.
These three occur simultaneously.
These three occur simultaneously.
For one
For one
who has taken shelter
has taken shelter
of the Supreme Personality of
of
Godhead.
the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
In the same way,
in the same way
that pleasure,
that pleasure,
nourishment,
nourishment,
and relief from hunger
and relief from hunger
come simultaneously
come simultaneously
and increasingly
and increasingly
with each bite
with each bite
for a person
for a person
engaged in eating.
engaged in eating.
Right? Such a beautiful Navayogendra is giving an answer to Maharaj Nimi that when you are eating, three things happen simultaneously. What are the three things that happen? Your hunger is gone. The moment you start eating, your hunger is gone. Right? It's going. With every increasing, your hunger is going away. Second, you are parallelly experiencing nourishment also. Right? So, your pleasure also, you're also experiencing pleasure. Nourishment you're getting to the body, pleasure you're experiencing, hunger is also going. All three things are happening when you're eating. And eating we do in a very absorbed way. Right? When we eat, we are really absorbed in what we're eating. Nicely. Same thing when we do in devotion. Right? Now Yogendras are telling you, same thing if you do in devotion, in bhakti, your devotion, direct experience Supreme Lord and detachment, all three happen parallel. Right? All three happen parallel. Meaning, I can experience God in my life. You will experience it when you are properly devoted. And your devotion also is increasing, meaning your connection is becoming solid, and you are seeing Krishna and everything. At the same time, my attachment for material things is going up. If any of these things is not happening simultaneously, or my activities in bhakti are not helping me in any of these three areas, like devotion, I'm not performing my sadhana properly. My devotion is not properly situated, untimely, unmannerly. I'm doing it. Then your automatically other equilibrium is also affected. That my detachment is not going away. You might say, no, why am I still attracted? Why are you still not? Because something is not, you're not doing something right. These three have to go like this. All the three have to go like this. It's not like devotion is going, one day it will pull detachment up. No, it will not happen. All three have to go. Just like your pleasure, nourishment, and hunger is going away at the same time. In the same way, your devotion and your experience of God and your detachment, all the three have to go up. So we have to put effort in all these three areas. And if you are not, somewhere you are taking it easy, just like that Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, right? That even if one of the senses is left alone, can drift away the entire boat. Even one sense, you can't say, okay, this one sense can do nonsense. Right? Remaining senses are sensible, but one sense can do nonsense, that one sense is enough. Finish, it will trigger those. Right? Same as this verse is saying. So, can somebody read one paragraph of the purport? Yeah? Each one can take one. You have the mic? Who has the mic? Lift your hand. Yeah, you can start the first. Can you read from there?
Yes. Purport. Srila Jiva Goswami has explained that this analogy as follows. Bhakti or devotion may be compared to tushti, satisfaction, because they both take the form of pleasure. Para-isha anubhava, experience of Supreme Lord, and pushti, nourishment, are analogous, because both sustain one's life. Finally, virakti, detachment, and shud apaya, cessation of hunger. Shud apaya, cessation of hunger, may be compared because both free one from further hankering so that one may experience shanti or peace.
Right? So all the three come, then it will be peaceful in life. Yeah. Next one. Anybody can read? Yes, ma'am.
A person who is eating not only becomes uninterested in other activities, but increasingly becomes uninterested in the food itself, according to his satisfaction. On the other hand, according to Srila Jiva Goswami, although one who is experiencing the blissful personality of Godhead Krishna becomes uninterested in anything other than Krishna, his attachment to Krishna increases at every moment. Therefore, it is to be understood that the transcendental beauty and qualities of the Supreme Lord are not material, since one never becomes satiated by relishing the bliss of the Supreme Lord.
Hare Krishna.
The word virakti is very significant in this verse. Virakti means detachment, whereas tyaga means renunciation. According to Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, the word renunciation can be used in a situation in which one considers giving up an enjoyable object, but by considering everything to be potential phenomena, paraphernalia, in the service of the Lord Krishna, as described in the previous verse, one need not give thought to renunciation, for one uses everything in the proper way in the service of the Lord. Yukta Vairagyam Uchyate.
So you're all following, right? What is being? Please focus on the purport, right? Yeah. Go ahead. Next one is a big paragraph. Who wants to read? Mataji's. You pass the mic. Yeah, Mataji wants to read. Can you read from there, or you have it on your mobile? Yeah, great. Yeah.
The very pleasant analogy of a good meal is given in this verse.
Little loud, man. Close one.
The very pleasant analogy of a good meal is given in this verse. A hungry man busily consuming a sumptuous plate of food is not interested in anything else happening around him. In fact, he considers any other topic or activity a disturbance to his concentration on the delicious meal. Similarly, as one advances in Krishna consciousness, one considers anything unrelated to the devotional service of Krishna an obnoxious disturbance. Such concentrated love of Godhead has been described in the second canto of the Bhagavatam by the words Tiprena Bhakti Yogena Yajate Purusham Param. One should not take an artificial show of renouncing the material world. Rather, one should systematically train the mind to see everything as an expansion of the opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just as a hungry, materialistic man, upon seeing sumptuous food, immediately desires to put it in his mouth, an advanced devotee of Krishna, upon seeing a material object, immediately becomes eager to use it for the pleasure of Krishna. Without the spontaneous hunger to engage everything in the service of Krishna and to dive deeper and deeper into the ocean of love of Krishna, so-called realization of God or loose talks about so-called religious life is irrelevant to the actual experience of entering the kingdom of God.
Any questions? You all are concentrated? Yeah. When you're hungry, you get nourishment because you eat properly. In the same way, Prabhupada explaining that we should be hungry to be Krishna conscious. Do Krishna, hungry. Tomorrow morning, what am I doing? What next? What else I can do? How can I make the next week more Krishna conscious week? Do we plan that? We should be like that. Otherwise, you're not going to get nourishment. Your hunger will not go away. Hunger will remain. You should eat properly. You should have Krishna properly in our life. Yeah.
According to Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakura, the path of Bhakti Yoga is so joyful and practical that even in the stage of sadhana bhakti, in which one follows rules and regulation, without an advanced understanding, one can perceive the ultimate result. As stated by Sri Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.187. Iha yasya hare dasya karmana manasa gira nikilasva api avastaso jivan mukta sa uchyate. As soon as one surrenders to the Supreme Lord Krishna, Prapadyamanasya, giving up all the other activities, viraktir anyatra cha, one is immediately to be considered liberated soul, Jivan Mukta. The Supreme Lord Krishna is so merciful that even living entity when a living entity understands that personality Krishna is the source of everything and surrenders to the Lord, Krishna personally takes charge of him and reveals to him within his heart that he is under the Lord's full protection. Thus, devotion, direct experience of the personality of Godhead, and detachment from the other objects become manifest even in the beginning stage of Bhakti Yoga. Since Bhakti Yoga begins at the point of liberation, other processes have as their final goal salvation or liberation, but according to Bhagavad Gita 18.66, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Parvebhyo Mokshayishyami Masacha. If one surrenders to Krishna, one is immediately liberated and thus begins his career as a transcendental devotee with complete confidence in Lord's protection.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Actually, this is compiled by the disciples of Prabhupada, but under the guidance of Prabhupada. The 11th canto, between the 10th canto to the 11th and 12th, is compiled by Hridayananda Goswami Maharaj and Gopiparananda Prabhu. Yeah. And they've taken all the commentaries of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sridhar Swami, so many. Actually, what happens is, after the 10th canto, see 10th canto Prabhupada, he wrote, and after Brahma Lila, he stopped. That's where he left this planet. But he did write the Krishna book. So they used the Krishna book to a large extent to finish 10th canto. It was a good guiding factor. But after that, Prabhupada puppets were not there, but they followed what Prabhupada used to do. Like Indraduni Maharaj told last year when Maharaj came there, he was holding this big trunk of suitcases, of books that Prabhupada used to carry with him. What were those books? There were commentaries by all acharyas. And wherever he used to go, he used to have a Prabhupada used to have like this big. I don't know if you've seen that picture. Prabhupada is like surrounded by a pile of books and he's holding under the little table lamp. He's holding a dictaphone and opening this book, this book, this book, this book, and he's giving purpose. Prabhupada has given everything that the whole Sampradaya gave. Like the whole Sampradaya, whatever they had to give, Prabhupada consolidated everything and is giving it to us. It's such a great service Prabhupada has done, not only for the next generation, but even for the previous acharyas. Right? Whatever, I was saying this, the other day, someone in office came to me and he was like, rarely people come and talk to me. They feel I'm a frustrated fellow. So someone dared to come to me and he told, Lakshman, my name is Lakshman materially. So Lakshman, some special thing is happening. I was sharing that, day before yesterday. So really some special thing is happening. I said, what is special thing happening? All planets are coming in order. All planets are coming in order between 21st and 24th of the month. The Kumbh Mela is happening, the whole timing happening there. And in the morning, some report I gave, my boss got frustrated, he chastised me, I was not happy, and I was already in a bad mood. He didn't know that. So he told me that he actually came and he was expecting some reciprocation because I forced to be a spiritual person, so if he talks about planets, I might be a little excited, that's what I was thinking. But he didn't know that I was actually frustrated at that time. So he came, all planets are coming like this. I looked at it, so what? So what? That fellow again, I thought he was going to tell something nice. Right? He said, no, everything is so rare to happen. It's rare to happen, that all of them are coming in order. I said, if they're all coming in order, what difference does it make to you? Why? What is the big deal to like that? Then he understood. Waste in the market, he left. I don't think he'll come till 2028 or something. So, and then actually, I went back into my room, the cabin in the office. Then I was looking at the altar, little altar I had, and I was seeing all the acharyas. Right? This is I'm carrying this. All these things I'm carrying in my bag. So anybody tells a class, I can set up the altar and start the class. Anyone. So it's a good idea to take it. I don't know how the planets look in order, but is this looking in order? This is a fortune. When they come in order, our life changes. I don't know what the planets can do. We are very fortunate that Krishna has created all the acharyas in a particular order, and finally Prabhupada comes at the right position and gets the mercy right from Krishna through the parampara in that order into our lives. I don't know what those planets will do, but we are seeing culmination of the planetary order in the form of mercy in our life because of acharyas. Right? So we need to have that spiritual vision for everything. We're not saying the planetary order doesn't have any significance. It has significance. There was the Samudra Manthan Lila, the Amrit came out, few drops fell in some places, and those places happened to be Ujjain, Prayagraj, Haridwar, and Nasik. They fell there. And in this culmination, you can experience that nectar from the spiritual world. It's very special. Devotees also it is special. We should go. We should never become fanatic. Oh, we are pure devotees. We don't need to go to Kumbh Mela. No, go. Take the mercy wherever it comes. Take the ISKCON is doing such a big initiative in Kumbh Mela this time. Huge, right? Amazing prasadam, amazing darshan, morning Bhagavatam class. Everything is having. Full temple is set up there. And some of us are like that's what Prabhu is going ahead next week. So they're going on, and Arvind Prabhu is going. So one will disappear and go. My wife is already lifting her hand. Please take me with you. So, yeah, it's there. Go. But again, what is our desire while we are going there? What is our desire? We were discussing that, right? What should be our desire? What should be my desire when I am going there? Prabhupada, when he went to Kumbh Mela, there is one great sannyasi, another great devotee. He said he brought the water from the culmination of all the rivers and he poured it on Prabhupada's feet. And Prabhupada said, when Ganga touches the feet of sadhus, Ganga becomes purified. You might say, the egoistic statement Prabhupada is making. No! Prabhupada is teaching us with an example. It's an austerity for a guru to teach how to treat a guru or how one should worship a guru. Brothers and Mataji, our Kumbh Mela is happening every single day when we open the chanting bag. Our culmination is already happening, provided the desire is the right way. Our desire should be right. What are we doing? What are we doing? People like putting tattoos on their body. The only two tattoos needed, one to the body, one to the soul. One tattoo to the body is the tilak. One tattoo to the soul is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's it. Mahamantra is a tattoo to the soul. Right? Gopi Padakamalaya Dasa Dasa Dasanudas. Become a devotee and have that tattoo in your soul with always chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Always chanting. That is the constitutional position of the soul. And that mantra will remain even after the soul goes back in its what Sharira you call that? Swabhava. Swarupa. In its Swarupa. The original Swarupa, when it gets. Still, what are you doing in that Swarupa? Chanting God's names. There's nothing different that is going to happen there. So that's the engraved, lack of words, tattoo on the soul. And all of us should have one tattoo on our body. I don't know other tattoos. What is it? Tilak. All the places. Keshwara, Madhava, Narayana, Vaishnava, Vamanana, right? Trivikrama, Sridharana, Rishikesha, Madhusudana, Damodara, Padmanabhaya Namaha, Vasudevaya Namaha. Are you putting tattoos on your body in 12 places? Are you? How many are putting? 15. Why are others not putting? You want more tilak? Can I supply? Can supply. Put, Re Baba. Why you should put? Because your guru told it, put it. Number one reason. Prabhupada told. Keep tilak. Everybody. Because you'll be conscious. This body is not for my enjoyment. This body is not for my enjoyment. Do it every day. Every day. And the tilak should look like a tilak. It should not look like a spark. Right? A tilak la undali. Some people no, it should look like a tilak. Right? And I tell you, it's so beautiful. When I look at Sri Vaishnavas, they come out with these tilaks on their body. They look so beautiful. Once, recently, Haladar Maharaj, great sannyasi, he was giving a discourse saying, even an African looks beautiful in a tilak. He told. It's a racist statement. But actually saying, people who are dark in color generally are not considered as good. That's a skin disease, but whatever. So, even they look beautiful in tilak. Even an Indian can look beautiful in tilak. Even a Westerner can look beautiful in tilak. Prabhupada told, my disciples look like Vaikuntha. Vasis like that. Coming from Vaikuntha, he said, please put tilak with pride. And tilak should be visible. And every tilak in your body, you should have that devotion and say, this is given to me. Right? Why are we not? And especially if you are preaching, what are we representing? You should put the tilak. Nicely. Minimum 2 times taking bath in a day. Minimum. And after that bath, 2 times also. Prabhu, now I am going to sleep in bedroom. No. Put the tilak. Put the tilak. You should be in all the things. There is enough Gopi Chandan. Krishna is supplying. Unlimited Gopi Chandan. Put the tilak. Nicely. All over the body. I went for this MRI some time ago, whatever reason. and you have to, remove your shirt and you have to put some other apron or sometimes you do that. I removed and that person just looked at all the tilaks. So it reminded him of Krishna. Right? Nonsensically led your life and you die in a road accident, all shattered up, and somebody takes you for a postmortem and remove your dress. Tilaks. Yamadutas come to take you. Tilaks. They can't take you with tilaks. Right? Vishnu tilaks. I'm not ritualistic speaking. I'm saying, do you want to take shelter? Krishna is. Right? Krishna is yourself without any hesitation. Sometimes, I was discussing this in the previous Bhagavatam class on Ekadashi morning. Some of you might have attended. Why? This was actually a question by Brahmari Radha Mataji. She asked me after the class, if you all remember. She asked, why do some people hide their devotion? That was the question. You remember? How many remember the question? Yeah. Yes. Why do some people hide their devotion? Or hide their devotional practices? Or hide their outlook? So I asked Mataji, you want a heavy answer or a light answer? So I'll ask all of you.
Heavy.
Heavy answer?
Heavy.
Why everybody wants only heavy answer? No.
Heavy dose is needed.
No, not like that. Light answer is, you can be personal about your own reciprocation, and that's one way of looking at it. But heavy answer is very straight. You are going to do some nonsense. That is the answer. If you are not putting tilak and going somewhere, means you are going to do some utter nonsensical activity. You are preparing that. Somewhere you are going where you are hesitant to show your identity. How will you get nourishment in Bhakti? Tell me. Think about it. If you are not portraying yourself properly, you are hesitantly showing yourself, and then you are saying, Prabhuji, Prabhuji, chanting taste ratle Prabhu, it was the taste. How will it come? You are maintaining a dual identity. If a wife is not chaste to her husband, she is maintaining dual identity, will the marriage last? No, when my husband comes, I am behaving in a certain way, but I am somebody else, What will happen? One, that somebody else will eventually make you frustrated. You will get frustrated when you maintain a dual identity. So, Prabhu, if we want to experience nourishment, pleasure, and what's the other one? Satisfaction, we cannot maintain two identities. Of course, initial days we will. It happens because you are like, maybe now nahi, ab tak nahi. But until then, you will not make progress. No? When you make a commitment, make a commitment. Khatam. Ho gaya. I am a dog of Krishna with this kanti mala. And let this be visible to people, no problem. Why should I show? Why not? Why I should not show? I've seen devotees, they put the kanti mala, they take long kanti mala. Even after initiation, they put 3 in such a way that it goes here. Prabhu, why Prabhu? Secular audience, Prabhu, they'll ask, why are you wearing? Hey, why are you so hesitant to show who you are? Bro, I'm going to one birthday party, Prabhu, non-devotees, why should I wear tilak? Why you want to go into nonsense there? Nobody will recognize you there, no? Without a tilak. Yedo mingan down plan chestunnam. Right? I'm going to my relative's place. Go now. Why don't you take Krishna with it? What is your problem? No, Prabhu, Bhakti is very personal. Is that it? This is heavy answers. You like the heavy answers?
Very good.
Bhakti is heavy, Prabhu. Bhakti is heavy. Prabhupada never wanted dual identity. In fact, when Prabhupada was there, said everybody should stay in the temple only. ISKCON started with everybody in temple. If you are living outside temple, you are not devotee. It was a stage. My God, that was like a crazy time. Because Prabhupada wanted to make sure that people understand the the rules, regulations, everything properly. And then, after some time, some devotees had to go out because they were capable of doing other services and they were capable of having some other skills. Like Yamuna Mataji, she's the exalted devotee of Prabhupada, like in ISKCON, the one who sang Govinda Mali Purusham Tamaham Bhajami in the morning. She and another Tiratarini Mataji, they decided to stay outside the temple, and the temple president said, "You have left ISKCON." And they both came to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, it's not like that. We just want to be independent with our own money, but then we want to practice. And then Prabhupada said, the temple president, you don't have to go so heavy. I am approving them to stay outside. They have to go to the point. But there was a reason. Prabhupada kept everybody inside also. Later on, Prabhupada said, okay, devotees, Grahasthas can stay outside, sannyasas, brahmacharis can stay inside, some serving Grahasthas can stay inside, understand rules and regulations. All this happened. But what was the whole intention behind that? No dual identities. No dual identities. If you are a devotee, maintain one identity. You should look like a devotee. Otherwise, why are you getting? But Prabhuji, I'm having an annual day event, I'm going to a club. Go. I'm going on 24th of this month. You will see me in a very atrocious club in Hyderabad. I have to go because I lose my job if I don't go. But I don't have to do nonsense there. That is in my hands. I don't need to isolate myself, I need to insulate myself. What I should do that day? I should do some more rounds of chanting. I should prepare my consciousness that I'm going to see some nonsense, which I like, the nonsense which I like to see, I'm going to see again. That is where I ran and came here. Right? But I'm going to see again, so I have to be fixed, insulate myself, go there. I don't have to do what they are doing. I can be what I am. Respectfully, I can come back at the right time. And they will also understand. Everybody will understand. Don't think your relatives don't understand. Everybody, actually, they understand better than us sometimes. Today I went to, my uncle's ceremony, 10th day ceremony. In our part of the world, Nalgonda district, relatives means khatam, where everything they drink and eat. Person is dead, the same day they will do that. Person is born also, same day they will do that. Everything ends and starts with that. So that's what was happening. I went there because I have to go. I have my gratitude towards my uncle. I have to go. Not that I should not. I went in with Tilak. I went there, paid my homage. He may or may not be devotee, it doesn't matter. I have gratitude for what he has done in life for me. I used to go to Visakhapatnam, stay in his house every summer. I know him. Entire relatives were looking at me. Happy? They are looking at my Tilak also. See. See. See, no problem. I don't have a problem. They don't have a problem. When I have a problem,
They will have it.
is that true? When I have a problem, they have a problem. Then my wife also came. I told her, tick, 25 minutes. Let's go. Because 26th minute, my tolerance of not falling for Maya will go down. My battery is only that much charged. Then I'll also start thinking, what? I think they are also enjoying. I think they are also experiencing khatam. Get out. Because I'm not such strong person. I know when to get out of that place. With all due respect. And when I said I'm going to go out, all of them are saying, okay, go. There can be two intentions there. That's okay. Whatever intention it is. Respectfully, I'm sent out. Thank you very much. Nobody said, Undaradra. Nobody told. My own uncle. Entire family is there, both sides. Nobody told. Nobody told. What?
Bapan mein chestuko.
Huh?
Bapan mein chestuko.
Why am I standing there and taking a bit of scotch soda? I'm just standing there. So what is the real making one identity? He is the identity, I am the identity. No need of your identity. Doesn't work. It will be time for
at this time.
Yeah.
You gave an example that you have to go to a club. Sometimes it is inevitable. Probably we have to go to inappropriate places. But at that time, when we are putting tilak, my question is that sometimes you may not put the tilak because you want to enjoy, but you may not want to put the tilak so that somebody else does not misunderstand your movement.
Yeah.
Then what should be the thought process? Because I am always in that order. Of course, I don't go anywhere. But there are certain situations with family, you may have to go to some party or something. And at that time, it is always a question that, because sometimes I am even asked, okay, what is this show up or what? And things like that. So, in order to the movement part to be misunderstood, what should be the ideal position? What should we do?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, Mataji, there are two things here. Number one, once I was asked to speak in college. I was asked to speak in college, and they specifically told me don't put tilak in college. And I got it. Because protocol was the college had its stupid secular word, planet as now. So what to do? To enter there, I had to go there. But that was the protocol followed for a clear reason. That was not my protocol. That was the protocol of the event itself. Now your question is, it's a dirty club, and you will get into that. If you are wearing tilak, somebody else will look at you and get misunderstood. What is the Islam devotee doing here? Yeah. Again, it all depends how you are walking and talking and behaving there. That also makes difference. Like there is a big, discotheque, and you are wearing a tilak, and then it you go there. Yes. You don't have to do that. Wearing tilak, you don't have to do this. You must sit there normally. You don't have to move your body along with it. Right? You don't have to act like you are in a club. Yeah, tell me. Yes. Yo. And slowly you will become yo, khatam. That's not love. You are inevitable, you have to go there. Behave properly. In fact, one customer told me, what are you doing here? He told me. I told him what to do. I am the head of finance and you don't have to come here. Then my boss looked at me. No problem. He has more sense than others. And that's okay. In official role, sometimes you have to do that. You do that. But do it on your terms. You don't have to change your terms to behave like. You don't have to be like one of them to change them. You can be who you are. They can be who they are. Respectfully, you can do what you're doing. Okay? It becomes a dicey affair. I'm not saying fanatically, I have to put tilak. No. But your consciousness will tell what are you doing. That's why I said, right? Unless you have a bad intention to do some nonsense, you will not put tilak most of the time. When it's your decision to do it.
It's not like somebody will come and clarify with you what are you doing.
That's okay. First of all, such people will never.
But us being in that place, frankly speaking, I don't get anything. I'm just asking for the. Because sometimes I do have to go to conferences where there will be stuff, but it's just that I'm sitting there. But what should I be doing, Anandi? It's always a question.
That's what, Mati. Our behavior changes everything, is what I'm saying. Our behavior, even in such a place, changes a lot. I have personally experienced, Mataji. I'm not watching that people should go there. When there is no other inevitable situation, you go there. In a club where people are drinking and walking, somebody just had to give me space. He did like this because he saw me tilak and he saw the way I'm behaving. Right? They will respect because there's Narayan. Narayan is there in everyone's heart. They will respect, provided we behave like that and we prayerfully behave like that, not insulting. We are not going there and judging you. You all drunkards, strangers. When you go like that, very tilak, right? They'll also look at you like that. Our consciousness, our aura disturbs others. Right? When I'm carrying a very negative aura, when I'm getting into that, seeing everybody as villains in a club, then their aura will also get disturbed looking at me as a devotee. But when I go inside in a very, very, accepted way that yes, this is the material world, I have to go here for responsibility. All these are souls who have drifted away from Krishna. May they be blessed one day. Prayerfully you are entering there. Whatever they are doing, you are looking at it, doing your business, getting out. That will never create any wrong image. Should not. Again, I didn't expect a clap on this point. It's completely nonsense. But voluntarily, we should not create a dual image. Voluntarily. Yes, ma'am. You have a question?
Prabhupada, I wanted to share my experience with regard to this. Once I was waiting in Kolkata airport. I saw His Holiness Bhakti Maharaj, and without my, it was like a habit, I offered obeisances. And I didn't realize it was airport, mat, whatever is, who all are there outside. My colleagues were there, they were delegates, there were a lot of people. Suddenly I got up and I was not wearing a sari, I was in a kurta, so I was little embarrassed that I had to face Maharaj like that. So, but Maharaj was very happy. He reciprocated, he asked, where are you from and all. And after I left the interact, I moved from there and I went back to the people I was with. They told me it was very wonderful to see how you have offered respect to a spiritual leader. This is something we were tremendously inspired from the religious beliefs that you have. Throughout the conference, they were getting irritated when I said I can't have this. This is not something I can do. This is something I can't eat. This is something I can't be here. They were getting somewhere very uncomfortable because I was drawing lines everywhere. But towards the end, that actually helped them gain a lot of respect for what we have been doing. So this somewhere without kind of constraining ourselves, when we put forward that thought process, it really helps, Prabhuji. This is from my example.
And most of it helps you. Every time, forget about delivering the word. When I'm doing that firmly, nicely, heartfully, prayerfully, obediently, sincerely, thankfully, it changes you. It changes us. And one of the things, that was not the topic for today, I feel like it's not today. It came as a dual identity, that was the topic. Right? So parallels between devotion and eating, bhakti eating experience. So devotion, for eating it is satisfaction, ultimate is pleasure. Right? When there is devotion, there is pleasure. When you are eating, there is satisfaction, there is pleasure. Bhakti, tushti, pleasure. Direct perception of God. Pareshanubhava, pushti, nourishment, fulfillment. Right? Fulfillment. There is a parallel between them. I'm just putting the whole verse in a easy, understandable way. Where are the parallels? Like there, Sukadeva Goswami or Navayogendra are saying eating is equal to devotion. How is it equal? This is how it is equal. Devotion is equal to satisfaction when it comes to eating, which gives you pleasure. Devotion is equal to direct perception of God, presence of God, which gives you nourishment when you are eating. Presence of food and nourishment, it gives you fulfillment. And detachment is virakti. And shud apaya, cessation of hunger, gives you peace. Detachment gives you peace. In bhakti, when you become detached from many things, it gives you a lot of peace. Peace is not there because you're still attached. Because it doesn't happen overnight. But you should understand, why am I getting frustrated? Because you are attached. Attached to too many things. Detachment gives you peace. Exactly like cessation of hunger gives you peace. When hunger is gone, right? You don't want to eat anything more. You're done. You're done. Isn't it? So ultimately the experience is what? Pleasure, fulfillment, peace. When you eat also, when you do bhakti also. And that's exactly we want in life. Why did you come for satsang? What keeps you in satsang? These three things. You have to experience pleasure of coming to satsang. You have to experience some fulfillment of coming here. I came here. What did I hear today? What did I change today? Did anything happen in me? And your life should become peaceful. And all these three things will happen when you come to satsang regularly. If you come once in a while, मेरा आज mood नहीं है, you will not get peace. You will not get fulfillment. You will not get pleasure. Your only choice to get out of this world is to not make a choice when it comes to satsang. ठीक है ना? Your only choice to get out of this world is to not make a choice when it comes to satsang. You have to go. Like when cancer cells are increasing, you have to go for chemo. So it kills good and bad cells, that's okay. But you have to go. Can you pass that? Last month only I did, I'll take after 3 months. What will happen? What will happen? It's spread. Right? Are we thinking like that about satsang also? Some devotees, I'll hear online class, you know. Can you go for online chemotherapy? काम करते हैं क्या? ऑनलाइन रेडिएशन होता है क्या? नहीं होता है. ये क्यों होता है? See, this is the problem. Convenience and false ego. Frustrated, and you are hearing from somebody. Remember this: if you have stopped coming to satsang and you are not attending satsang classes regularly, that means you are hearing from a wrong person. I'm not passing the blame on that person. I'm passing the blame on you that you chose the wrong person. There can be a wrong person in the path of bhakti also. Prabhupada said, nobody can destroy ISKCON. Only devotees inside ISKCON can destroy ISKCON. Problem will not come from outside. Problem will come from inside. ఎందుకు తో సత్సంగకి అవసరం లేదు. To balance our life. To balance our life. No, you are hearing online, right? That's enough, right? Ultimately, hearing is happening, right? And after some time, you know, I'm going for special devotees, right? When Maharaj is coming, I'm going, right? I came for festivals, right? Then last year I came, right? Then Krishna at the time of death. Last birthday I came, I tried, right? What do you do? Husband and wife are needed to pull each other to satsang. Pull each other. They are moodless. Ustara. Right? That is it. Marriage is for that only, no? What is the purpose of marriage? To pull each other for satsang. Otherwise, your material life is going to drag you. Right? So 3 things, right? Pleasure, fulfillment, and peace. Prabhuji, I am coming, but your lectures are very frustrating. I am not feeling this. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. But you have to find these 3. If you are not finding these 3, you will come back. You say, right? May you never take birth again. May you will 100% take birth again. If you don't find any of these 3 in your satsang. Any of these 3. Right? You should be motivated, enthusiastic to go. Okay, so eating. Quick thing. Satisfaction, not satisfied. Nourishment, not nourished. Let's analyze eating a little. This is very easy to have. When are you satisfied? When you are eating? Served with love. Right? Your wife made something for you. Please sit and eat. Right? But not served love. Petkora, telada. Fridge lo undi kada. Idi kuda telada neeku. What will happen? You will feel satisfaction? Will you feel satisfaction? No. Even if you are eating your favorite food, you will not feel satisfied. Applies to everybody actually. For example, you go out with your spouse somewhere, and that person is browsing the mobile all the time. Why did you bring me here? Same thing here. Served with love. Shown the presence. Right? Caringly giving it. Done. It can be not just wife to husband. Husband to wife also. Right? You're coming back from office. You want to take something for your wife. Go to Govinda's. You parcel something nice. You're bringing it for a surprise. Good. But I'll go on you eat, I'll browse in my room. No. Sit there. Talk while you're eating. See that you are putting your connection. Right? Eating also is not a physical activity. There is a lot. Satisfaction is not physical. Eating is physical. Satisfaction comes when there is love. Okay, Prabhuji, your frustration you are telling on the stage. Am I telling my frustration? No, it's Krishna's frustration. He is telling in 9th chapter. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, Yome, Bhakta. Why is he telling that? Why is he telling that? And if he is getting frustrated when things are not given with love, why will not we? We are part of him only. Isn't it? When somebody comes to satsang, treat them with love. But when it comes to family, please treat them with more love. They are your family. You have to do that at home also. Right? Then hunger will be, it will be satisfying. What you like is made. Is that true? You get satisfaction when you eat what you like to eat, not what somebody else. So how many of you know? Okay, I'll ask Prabhuji. Do you know what your wives like to eat? Do you know or no? Huh? They are not right. कुछ भी खाएंगे
Keep changes from the dynamic.
Experience. She likes to eat my brain. No, not like that. No, not talking about that. I'm just saying, do you know what they like to eat? Yes. And do you know what they like to eat? Do you know or no? Huh? Yes. Make it. Make it. Tomorrow morning, make it. See the difference in the house. I'm very happy Raju Prabhu came exactly at the right time in between. The perfect time for having a wall. See, point is very simple. We are frustrated because we are not giving what the other person wants. No, so what statement is that? We are frustrated because we are not giving what the other person wants. Contradicting statement, right? It should be, he is frustrated because he is not getting what he wants. But what did I say? I am frustrated because he is not getting or she is not getting what they want. Because you both have to live together. If your partner is frustrated, you cannot be happy. You cannot be happy. You have to give what they like. And that is the test for the policy. That applies to me many ways. Right? Like Roger was saying, I'm going to get a lecture today on my way back. But that's okay. It's okay. We have to do that. Huh? That is where satisfaction comes. Third, served when you are hungry. Isn't it? You get satisfaction when you are given food when you are hungry. Not that, I made this, now you eat. Just now I had, no, you don't love me. Eat it. Just now I had. See, उनको सब चैन देखो. अम्मा ने, I just now had, I'll have after some time. You don't love me anymore. See, it doesn't work like that. When you're hungry, it satisfies. Right? Untimely food doesn't work. 4. Prabhu, all this is related to devotion. I'm not talking about eating here. That's what the lecture about. I do upvas for 4 days now. Hare Krishna. Fill your desire and tummy, then only you are satisfied. Right? Fill your desire and your belly also. Fill your tummy, whatever you say. You should serve like that. Once one Mataji gave a beautiful example in US. She gave an example when she was giving a lecture. She said, I did a mistake, Prabhu. I did a mistake. What was the mistake? I made things that my children like. I made some things that my children like. But as soon as devotees came, I gave everything to them. What did you just do? You frustrated your children. Is that true? Your vairagya, you give your portion to others. You have no right to give the portion of others to others. Even if they are your own children, even if they are your own husband, even if it's only your wife. Let them decide to give. You know what I'm saying? And the child comes and asks, Amma, devotees kosam ra? Simply that now. What is that fellow tell? What is this? I was smelling it, my mother was making it, I was waiting for it, and or you gave so much away, very little for your children, or your husband, or your wife. What are you trying to? Your vairagya apply to yourself. Teaching is good. How you teach? By applying it to yourself, you teach it. Your children will see, hey, mommy is not having anything. She's given everything. What you know what they'll do after that? Tell me what they'll do. When they see your mother has given everything to a devotee,
They share their food.
they will share their part. That is their voluntary love. That is how you teach, not by grabbing things away. Grabbing things away will not give you satisfaction. It gives you more frustrated. You become more frustrated. Same thing applies in Bhakti also. Inspire others with your example. Of course, sometimes a guru has to take a point of saying it also. But first, with your example. Right? How many of you have seen some senior devotees wearing pant shirt and coming? Very rarely you see. What are they doing? Example. Whatever austere example. Mataji's, senior. How many of you have seen, Vishaka Priya Mataji, or who is that other Mataji who came recently? Prem Leela Mataji wearing salwar kameez and coming? They will not. Example. Not that they don't have. Example. Right? Through your own example. Push the point across. After some time, in order to serve a guru, you'll also be told, Prabhu, no. Like for example, you want to take initiation from His Honor Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, you have to shave your head. There is no discussion on that. You have to. And that's insisted and you do. Some gurus are okay, you don't have to shave your head. Shave your false ego, that's enough. Why do you shave your head when you go to Tirupati?
I have to surrender.
Shave your ego.
I have to ego always surrender. Surrender.
There should be only one hairstyle in front of God.
Surrender.
Only one hairstyle in front of God. What is that hairstyle? No hair. Govindo? Vadileshi. Akkada poi avasaram ledhu. Akkada poi avasaram ledhu. Such a beautiful culture. These days people are going to Tirupati, not giving hair. Why? ఎందుకు అంటే ఏదో ఉంది ఇక్కడ. వాట్ ఇస్ ఇట్? డ్యూయల్ ఐడెంటిటీ. మళ్ళీ ఏదో ఉంది ఇక్కడ. టీపడే అంటే రోజు ఇప్పుడు తిరుపతి పోతే ఇవ్వాల్సిందే అని అట్లా అనట్లేదు. నీ మనసులే ఉంది. How am I again and again putting the point across that I am serious in devotion? I am actually willing to change. Right? Nourishment. Now this was about satisfaction. Served with love. What you like is made. Served when you're hungry and fill your desire and your belly, tummy. Nourishment. Healthy food. Healthy for body. That gives you nourishment. Easy to digest. Then if you eat some complicated thing, it will not give you nourishment. Right? It will make you dance in the balcony, dance in the hall, dance that, but it has to come out of your body. Punishment. Right? Nourishment or punishment? Very good. Easy to digest and finally tasty and fresh. It has to be tasty and fresh. When it is no nourishment, when it is nourishment, it has to be tasty and fresh. Can anyone guess what is no nourishment? Zomato and Swiggy. No nourishment. How will it give nourishment? Oh, Prabhuji, you came home, Mataji, after such a long time. Adaji. Right? I'm wondering, Mataji, a day will come when, when the Pelli Chopulu will happen, that bride and the groom meeting each other and they tell the, good qualities of their daughter. The father will tell, my daughter, we have wonderful food in our house. She is responsible for that. They're like, really, your daughter? She's expert in ordering in Zomato. She can get food in 5 minutes, blink it. It will come. My daughter, please marry your son to my daughter. Expert, tomato, Swiggy. She's like, wow. The day will come, it's not far away. Already, I was hearing this DT ministry call. I was going through some trainings, temple standards or devotee standards, satsangs. No pre-cooked food. Please, no pre-cooked food should be offered to God. No. Prabhupada said no. Oh, it's a vegetarian cake. No. No. No means no. Why? Prabhupada gave an answer also. You want to know the answer?
What is
Why don't?
What is pre?
Huh?
What is pre?
One day before.
It's already prepared.
Already prepared.
You're bringing it here and offering.
3 hours before. 3 hours.
Forget about 3. It's already prepared by some non-devotee.
Prabhuji, what is pre?
Meaning it's cooked by some non-devotee. Sorry, let me clarify. Cooked, brought from outside. It's not cooked by a devotee. It's not cooked in that consciousness. Why? Why? Can anyone tell why? Consciousness? Yeah, that's very nice point.
Love.
Huh?
Not of,
Krishna will not like it, yes, of course, yeah.
not made for offering for Lord.
Huh?
Not made for offering for Lord.
Not prepared for offering to God. Yes, you are saying?
Not scientific.
Not to the Krishna's pleasure.
Cleanliness.
I think when are you going to remove the Bogaya? It's been a long time.
బాత్ చేసి వంట మనకి నీట్ గా స్నానం చేసి వండుతాం వాళ్ళు ఏదో వండేస్తారు
Vedo understood, yes.
Do not offer the food made for you, but offer the food which is prepared for you.
Do not offer the food that is made for you, offer the food that is made for Krishna. And
The intention.
Prabhupada went even at the most lowest level, he gave a point that I am sure you all will agree. He said very simple point. Yeah, you understand.
He said that Prabhupada said that the intention behind making that food was to make money. It was not.
Intention, yes, intention to make money. It was not to give, like you told that point. It is not made for Krishna. Prabhupada goes even at the most lowest level because he is convincing Westerners. Consciousness, intention, all this comes later.
We don't know how it is made actually.
You are coming very close to that point.
What vessels and what the oils.
No guarantee of cleanliness. Simple, Prabhupada told. When you get anything from any shop, what is the guarantee they maintain cleanliness? Sauchyam. Where is that? How can you ensure? Huh? What has he done? How has he used his hands? What ingredients were nearby? You have control on that? And you are giving it to Jagannath. Jagannath, my birthday cake. Jagannath is thinking, here Agran, just go this. Right? I mean, just think about it. These are the standards. We have to remember that. Now, if you keep compromising it, it will also go to a point where you will do everything in a hotel only. Right? Chappan Bhog on Swiggy and Zomato. Is it possible? Can we order Chappan Bhog on Swiggy and Zomato? No onion, no garlic, right? Prabhuji, Mataji, no onion, no garlic. No. No. We are not a no onion, no garlic movement. We are International Society for Krishna Consciousness Movement. We are Hare Krishna movement. We are not no onion, no garlic movement. Kadu. It's not enough eating. It's not enough just, you're all walking, sitting on the way. Why don't you come inside? Just come inside. There is somebody will fall, it will be a ultimate dandavat. Yeah. Mother, you can come back inside. Yeah. So let's go forward. So why is there no satisfaction and nourishment in my devotional life? Why is there no You can imagine, we have just discussed about eating, but more important question than this. What is the question here? Why is there no satisfaction and nourishment in my devotional life? Good question. But more important question than this is, even if I think it is there, how do I know it's true? That's even more important, isn't it? Because people might say, no, I'm satisfied. I don't know why are you doing this seminar. I'm actually happy. But how do you know? How do you know that it's true or no? So that's where your false ego comes in between, right? Then you'll say, I'm okay. You don't have to tell me all this. I'm okay. Whatever I'm doing is right. I'm okay. How do you know? And that is exactly the verse. Right? That is exactly Bhakti, Paraisha, Anubhava Viraktir. Right? Anyatra ya. I forgot. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Anyatra cha isha trika eka kala. Right? It has to be eka kala. Simultaneous. All these things have to happen simultaneously. Right? It's not happening because I'm not doing something right. Prabhuji is very simple. Nobody can force you in devotion. Nobody can force you in devotion unless you want to become a devotee. And nobody can increase your standard unless you want to increase your standard. How many agree with this? Even a husband and wife can't affect each other. You can't influence your children also. You can't influence your wife also. But you can change. You can change. If you want to lose weight, Matajis can follow 3rd canto, Prabhujis can follow 7th canto. You lose your weight. Isn't it, Prabhuji? A chapter? A chapter? Yeah. What did Devoti do to Sir Kadam? Follow that. You lose weight. What is the biggest weight? False ego. Follow the principles of Varnashrama Dharma, Vanaprastha life, as explained by Prahlad Maharaj in 7th canto. You will lose weight. What is the biggest weight? False ego. Bhagavatam is giving everything. You don't have to do anything extra. Right? When Bhagavad Prabhu was telling. ఒక్కసారి తింటే యోగి, 2 సార్లు తింటే రోగి, భోగి, 3 సార్లు తింటే రోగి. ఒకసారి తిన్నవాడు యోగి, 2 సార్లు తిన్నవాడు భోగి, 3 సార్లు తిన్నవాడు రోగి. Even yeah. Anyway, so are you ready for devotional appraisal? What were you doing till now? I'm just going to consolidate. Don't worry. So satisfaction, not satisfied. I'm just putting the points in a way that we can remember. Nourishment and no nourishment. So Prabhuji, when you're practicing bhakti and you're not satisfied, what are the activities you're doing? We're going to list it down here. I actually asked you to list it down and come. Did anybody do that? It's okay. It's okay. I understand. When you're practicing bhakti and you're still having attachments, what is the reason for that? And you're practicing bhakti and there is no nourishment. What is the reason for that? And if there is nourishment, what is the reason for that? Very simple. You are satisfied when your lifestyle, you are depending on God for everything. And you're not satisfied when there is a fear of protecting everything. These points are very subtle, very deep, bro.
Yeah.
You have to go a little into your inner consciousness.
Yeah. Everyone has to.
You have to introspect. Am I being fearful? Am I being fearful? I'm being fearful. Let me tell you, I'm being fearful. That means I'm not depending on God. That means I cannot be satisfied in my bhakti. I can't be satisfied in bhakti if I'm fearful. Harsh reality, right? This slide is more closer to me than all of you. I'm seeing it right closely. It's close to me because I know I'm not. But is this a good appraisal today? Yeah, we should think about these things. Next, whole families in devotion, it gives satisfaction. Different paths in family, it's not satisfying. So some things you can do something about it, some things you can't do anything. But no, If you're not satisfied, that means something is troubling you, and one of the troubles can be your wife or your husband is not, or your children are not into it. But you can't do more. You can do what. But are you sincere? If you are sincere, Krishna can fill that gap a little bit. He'll fill that gap a little bit. That is very important. Connected by services, you will be happy. Connected by regular services. Services, not which are given, voluntarily taken up. Very important. Voluntarily taken. I want to do this service. I want. No, can you do something? I want. Chaitanya Prabhu, is there any service for me? Can I do? Oh, Prabhu, this time I'm not available. That time I'm available. I want to do some service. Right? If I may quote, Surabhi Mataji is giving a driver and vehicle for 11 days of Chaitanya Prabhu. She said, use it. Very good. I didn't want to tell it publicly, but yes, why not? If it inspires somebody else to give next time, why not? People should know. There is a, whatever little, you might say, but some driver is driving, what is she giving? Something she has done, right? Something you can also do, right? For a sadhu, you can do a lot of things, right? He has a particular type of soup. If it can't be prepared by the cook, somebody can prepare it and send it here. Every morning, like 12 days, 13 days. You can do that. Or just having a overcheck with the cook here, is he doing enough for Prabhuji's diet? Good. Eagerness to know. What can I do? That eagerness is Bhavagrahi Janardana. He will see that. And he'll give the service. Not satisfied? No regular services. I'm not saying no services. What is the word here? Regular. Na moodu vachinappudu chesta, na moodu vachinappudu cheyali. Is that a service? Ahaitaki, aprahiyata, yatma, suprasita. It should be uninterrupted, unmotivated. Then only it is service. Suprasidati, pleasure will come automatically. Next. This we discussed. You get satisfaction when you maintain a single image of yourself. Single image, wherever I go. This is my image. Externally, internal. This is my image. I'm not changing it. Duplicious images, internal and external. If you maintain that, Prabhu, it can happen. But if you are willfully doing it, what will happen is your devotion will not give you satisfaction. Who is benefiting? You are only benefiting. Who is not benefiting? You are only not benefiting. If you don't understand these essential points. Okay, na? Faith in the prescribed process. If you have faith in the prescribed process, it is working for me. It has worked for everyone. With that faith, if you do, it will give you satisfaction. If you have no faith, doubtful at every process, why should we do book distribution? Why should we do DT worship? Why altar has to be like this only? Why chanting has to be in the morning only? Why I have to read daily only? Why? What are you doing? You don't have any faith on ABCD of Krishna consciousness. Association, books, chanting, diet. You don't have any faith on this. When you don't have faith on this, will you be satisfied in devotional life? No. Faith is very important. Faith is very important. Okay, na? Let's go detachment. Detachment. Reduce material desires. But what is that? Reverse attachment? Increase desires for name, fame, and praise. Even within devotion. I want name, fame. It's very subtle, bro. Not easy to go. But you will not become detached if you have that. You cannot. We cannot. More charitable. What is the meaning of detachment? More charitable. What is the next word after that? Regularly. More charitable. Regularly. What is attachment? Can somebody read that loud?
Fear of insufficient.
Who has the mic? Somebody is holding the mic with him. Yeah, can you read that loudly, Prabhuji?
Fear of insolvency and poverty.
Yeah. Even to a person who is earning 5 lakhs a month is thinking, I'll go into poverty. What does it mean? Attachment. Simple. Do your donation regularly, otherwise you'll fall down in Grahastha Ashram, I'm telling you. Grahastha Ashram is not to accumulate. Grahastha Ashram is not to accumulate. You have to maintain other ashrams. Brahmacharya Ashram, Vanaprastha Ashram, Sannyasa Ashram. And do it regularly. I'm sorry to tell, Srila Prabhupada would not want me to say this, but we are really doing bad when it comes to donations here. Pathetic we are doing. Sorry to use that word. I don't know why. My daughter's birthday, I will give a feast. My wife's birthday, I'll give a feast. My birthday, I'll give a feast. You can do, but what about other days? What about the regularity? Right? Prabhuji, why am I telling this? Who will benefit out of this? Tell me, who will benefit out of this? You will be detached, not me. You will be detached. I will be detached. If I am regular in doing that charity regularly, and how much charity should be given? This I tell in SSR. Pinch badali. Your wife should come and tell you, this no? That means you have given something. And where is that money going? Now, right? The accounts of this place when the March comes. Sri Gopal Prabhu. 3 Haribols to Sri Gopal Prabhu. Haribol. 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 He's maintaining Pakka record. Everything. And he's going to give a good picture because it's needed. Number one, because if you take even 1 rupee that is given to God for your own pocket, propose that is going to be the horriblest thing that will happen to your devotional life. Forget about pleasure, satisfaction, and fulfillment. We are gone. Right? That we all should know. But our festivals will be vibrant. Our devotional life will be filled with good experiences. Right? Provided we have good funds. And funds are already there. They are not coming. That's the problem. I don't know why they are not coming. I don't know why they are. How much are these satsangs helping in your life? How much percentage? 10% they are helping in your life? More than that? Let's increase. 20% they are helping in your life? Why percentage देने के लिए बोलेंगे? I'm not tell that. At least accept how much are these satsangs helping you. For me, it is 100% true. If I don't see sadhus in my life, I'll be doomed. I have to see sadhus. I have to see seniors. You all want to see? Yeah? It is 1% of your income here. 1%. Not net. C to C. My C is a good mind at a crooked mind will work like that. What is cost to God? Out of that, cost of maintaining on this planet, cost to God. C to G. Out of that C to G, give 1%. Back to God. And flourish. Right? Yeah. Soul conscious things accumulation. Body conscious things accumulation. I want this brand on this hand. Why? Why? How long? Does it mean I should not have any brand? Some brand will be there. Rather given Kotil is brand not there. Nikki, Roboco. Okay, some brand will be there. That's okay. But why are you behind brands? Use the brand for the right thing. Epson projector, very good. Use it in Krishna. For that you get brand. Can you Mohan क्या मतलब brand? In Mohaniki, and how many people don't understand Telugu? Okay, Hindi में तेरे सूरत को उतना ब्रांड नहीं चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए, and the face value लेगा, right? Give brands to God, come unbranded to satsang, and put only one brand, Jai Jagannath. That is your brand. Khatam. Detachment. Now you might say, Prabhuji, how is all this related to Bhagavad? Unnar Naina. Detachment Radu. If you carry this brand, detachment will not come. It will not come. Because Prabhuji, my handbag Gucci है तो क्या हुआ? बहुत है. क्या Gucci है क्या उसका? कोई नहीं बोलेगा नाम. Whatever. हाँ? Gucci. Anyway, point is very simple, Prabhu. If you are brand conscious, you are not God conscious. Flat. It cannot be both. You can't have both legs like Ajay Devgan on one bike and another bike. Pant phatega. I can't be more grosser than this. Voluntary austerity in secrecy. Voluntary austerity in secrecy will create detachment. Avoiding austerity, but when performed with publicity, will increase attachment. Simple. Right? Pretty straight. I don't think I have to explain this. Worship and work smartly in your workplaces. Worship and work smartly. It will increase detachment. Work hard and no worship. Increase attachment. I'm working very hard. Why are you working so much? Something you are trying to do. Some nonsense you are trying to do. Or you already done. Right? This is one life, Baba. You are singing that bhajan, right? Before that? Gaurang Gai, Gore, Madhur Sware. At the end, what is the last line there? He's saying death can come at any time. What are you working for? Change your life. Change your life. Devotees are also working like, what is the point? Plan. You have enough plan. Most important, dependence on God. Fear of protecting everything. Regular satsangs with devotees. Give you nourishment. No nourishment, you are in the satsang, but you are going for sense gratificatory picnics with devotees. What that will do? Nourishment will not come. Nourishment will not come if you do these activities with devotees. Don't do that. I don't want to make this official and say that. You want to do some nonsense? Do it for yourself with your family. Don't take other families with you. Don't legalize nonsense in Krishna consciousness, please. इसका purport चाहिए, next point with them. If I tell purport, some people will throw stones at me. But understand it very simple. In the name of children, in the name of wife, in the name of anniversary, in the name of birthday, in the name of this, if you want to do nonsense, go and do that nonsense. Don't send pictures in the group, go do. I'm not officially officiating it, because I don't know what you're doing when I'm not there, or when others are not there. But don't take another devotee with you. Make sense? When you do that, what will happen? Equilibrium of bhakti is disturbed. Equilibrium. What is the equilibrium of bhakti? Bhakti paraisha anubhava virakti. Direct perception of God, devotion, detachment. All these three go in parallel. When you do this nonsensical activity, one of them is disturbed and you go down. You will not experience nourishment to go forward in bhakti. Everything is linked to Prabhuji's. Don't think, Prabhu, everything I'm doing, this one thing, you will not experience. You will not experience it. And we are here to do what? What are we here to do? To go back, Prabhu. That is the only purpose you are here. The only purpose you are here is you want to go back to Krishna. అర్థమైందా? అది గుర్తుకుందా మర్చిపోయిందా? Why are you here? To go back to Krishna. For that, get trained here. Go. Go. We want to go to Goloka. Not to Atala Vidala Sutala Patala Gachibowli. You don't want. That's even darker than Patala. Concrete jungle. Right? So point is, be very clear on that. I mean, you know, if you have a birthday party, you are cook for everybody. And that gives you more satisfaction. Or go to Govinda's Re Baba. No, Prabhuji, there is a nice restaurant, vegetarian, gives without onion garlic. That Prabhuji told me he went. That Mataji also goes, he takes her family. What's going on here? Where is this going? Where are we going? Prabhuji's fall down always starts like this. One day, you will order from Zomato for a Maharaj who comes here. That is the pinnacle of fall down, isn't it? We are capable of doing that. That's what we did. That's why we are here. We left Goloka and came here. Why? Some nonsense we did. It just increased. One point it went to such a point that Krishna had to tell, you better leave. Is it painful for Krishna to send us to material world?
Yes. It's painful.
What nonsense you would have done that he had no other choice but to go there and say get corrected and come back. Just imagine what nonsense we would have done. And we have done. That is why we are all here. We have done. Chesnam. That's a penta chesnam. Danmal nahi kadunna. Don't say Prabhuji, मैं इतना बुरा आदमी नहीं. You always see faults in me, Prabhuji. ये बच गया फाल्टू. नहीं निश्चय लगना. ना बच गया फाल्टू. है ना? Faulty fellow is here. I'm faulty. That's the reason I'm here. When the fault is removed, he will take me back. I'm still here because I'm still faulty. But have the intention and desire to correct those faults. Don't materialize your spiritual life. Spiritualize your material life. Simple. Right? Facilities. Don't bring them into spiritual life. Comforts. Don't bring them into spiritual life. How many are ready to go to Kumbh Mela? Yes. Don't ask. Prabhuji, वो AC रहेगा, वेस्टर्न टॉयलेट रहेगा, वो रहेगा, अरे बाद में, first we want to go to Kumbh Mela. Yes, he will take care, na? Krishna will take care. According to your situation, he will take care. He took care of Sudama also. He will take care of you if you are sincere. Why you are planning that first? That is what is happening. First you are planning that. Prabhuji, go to that Mayapur. प्रभु जी वो एसी रूम मिलेगा क्या? ये मिलेगा क्या? अरे तुम मायापुर जाना चाहते हो नहीं जाना चाहते हो पहले? तुम वृंदावन जाना चाहते हो नहीं जाना चाहते हो पहले? First I want all those things. I want to make sure that I am in a state that I become devotional. Is it working? Is it really devotional aspect there? You know what will happen? When you go like that and some facility is not according to rule, you will shout at that hotel fellow standing in Vrindavan. Because you came there to enjoy. You have not come there to be enjoyed. I have seen devotees doing that. I have seen one, maybe people recognize if I tell exactly. They left the yatra because the hotel was not good. I have seen that. They left the yatra. They came, they were shouting, this is not fair, we are going now. And the poor brahmachari was telling, Mataji, I tried to find out some other hotel, please give me some. No, Prabhu, I think we had enough, we are going back to Delhi. I was standing there. Initiated devotees. Why? Because your expectation is what? I want to enjoy the dham. So subtle, right? So subtle. You'll not even know, but you're already doing it. You'll not even know. And Krishna will take care of you. Krishna will take care of you. And what you deserve, you'll get. Go with that intention. Na? Depend on God. And everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. See, last week, Bhakti Maharaj came. He is going place to place And his only expectation is he'll only eat the vegetables grown by devotees. Can you do that? Does anyone have the guts to do what Maharaj has said? But he didn't eat for a day, I heard. Yeah, he didn't, Raju Prabhu, he didn't eat for a day. He asked, who is growing these vegetables? So he got from Mandi. I'll have some soup. Or I'll have some fruits. Or I don't know, even that. He had to run, go, get vegetables and this and that. Then, that's called self-imposed austerity to inspire others. Prabhu, these all should be there in our mind when we are leading a life. Very, very important. Nurturing anarthas, attaching by Krishnizing them. Attachment by Krishnizing your anarthas. You are just Krishnizing. Same thing you are doing, you are Krishnizing it. Right? Designer wear is not needed for us. Slowly come out of it. Designs are not needed. एक ही डिजाइन है. कपड़े किसके लिए? ढकने के लिए बस. Right? Keep it simple. Keep it simple as much as possible. At one point, Radhesham Prabhu was even very strict on having this long sleeves and short sleeves. He didn't allow short sleeves in the temple. Everybody has to wear long sleeves like that. Now after that he saw me, he's tolerating me. Now I asked once Prabhuji, he said, Prabhuji, is it good to have high standards or how should I manage people when they come with different standards? You want to know the answer?
Yes.
Ask the question. How should I manage people when they come with different standards? Prabhuji, in one single line he told. If you maintain high standards, you get high standard people. Bas. If you maintain high standards, you get high standard people. If you don't want to maintain high standards, you get low standard people. In your satsang will be filled with low standard people. People come in t-shirt, jeans, kurtas, I don't know, whatever you'll wear. Tilak like this, I don't know, this tilak. Or no tilak. That's externals. Internals. Speaking all beautiful words, purports of Prabhupada, going and shouting filthy words in the office. Or outside to auto driver or to somebody else. Speaking filthy words. Saying, Prabhu, this is how it works, Prabhuji, what to do? It's low standards. Right? It is mentioned in Upadeshamrita, purport, that if you use filthy words outside, one day you will use it on devotees. The day is just far away. Don't think, Prabhu, by it atle nadustadu Prabhu. Adi lopat kuda vastudu. One day it will come inside. Right? Simple living, high thinking, we all know this. Complicated schedules, multitasking plans, too much multitasking plans. I have that disease actually. My wife tells me, many times she tells me, you are so complicated, you'll never be peaceful in life. She tells me. Passionate sharing, what kya kare? But I work on it. At least my 16 rounds I want to do sitting at a place, not moving, keeping the mobile aside at once. I want to do that. At least I want to hear one lecture in a day. At least I want to read for half an hour Prabhupada books. Push it on yourself, Prabhu. Push it on yourself. If you don't push it on yourself, you will not be balanced in your devotional life. That is what is called appraisal, right? Appraisal is for whom? Not to see faults in others. Today's entire session is for us. Me, I am seeing it in front of me. So me. Nourishment, Guru's blessings in the form of services. If you accept Guru's blessings, you'll be nourished in Bhakti. Independent and not inclined for any instructions. If Guru tells anything, I'll decide whether to do or not. First of all, in Kali Yuga, I can't tell anything. On top of that, if the need is there, it is being told and you don't do it, then what will happen? You will not. See, what is it linked to, Prabhuji? What is it linked to? Doing and not doing as per Guru's instruction, what is it linked to? Nourishment. Nourishment. You will not feel nourished in your spiritual life. Can you stay alive without nourishment? Huh? Can you? Padma Mataji, can you? Huh? You can't continue. After some time, you will tell Prabhu, I will not come to satsang. It's not nourishing me. Your body is not feeling your soul is not feeling the nourishment. Seeing Lord Krishna and everything, that gives you nourishment. Right? Seeing Lord Krishna. Prapadyamanas. Frustrated for every reversal, forming groups to justify. Right? Any reversal comes in life, you are frustrated, and then you want search for devotees in satsang who are also frustrated, and then we created a frustrated group. Will it give nourishment? Serving for experiencing realizations will give you nourishment. I am doing this service, Krishna, please give me realizations. I am doing this Rath Yatra, please give me realizations. Give me realizations. Service is rated based on convenience and physical labor. I don't want to do this too much, running around, giving there, taking it. I actually applaud Raghunandan Prabhu, Murlidhar Govind Prabhu, Akinchakri Prabhu. Please, we should. Even Satya Prabhu, you take Satya Srila Prabhu, it's not a austerity. Anytime. Distributing prasad, when everybody is gone, it's happening. Prabhu, it's needed. Sometimes you have to go out of our comfort zone to do some things. Right? Our services should not be based on convenience. And most important thing, after doing that service, if you are coming back and your thought is coming, why only I am doing the service, why not anybody else? That means you didn't do the service only. Muttan change would have wasted. That service should give you nourishment. It is not giving nourishment means there was some ulterior motive behind that service to prove others you are doing that service. You do it for 3 months, you get frustrated, then nobody is doing, probably only I am doing. Your leader is seeing. They are seeing. It's not like they are not seeing. They are trying alternate ways to. But are you nourished? If you are nourished, you will continue. No? Okay, sometimes you are too much stretched out, you can discuss it out. So I think one more person is needed. I think something else is needed. That is good. But am I pointing faults? Is that my agenda after service? Then there is no nourishment. Eager to chant and read scriptures to increase taste. Right? We have to push ourselves. It doesn't happen automatically, Prabhu. It cannot happen automatically. You have to push yourself. Right? And you can share with others to inspire. See, I am reading Chaitanya Charitamrita now. This year I came into Madhya Lila. I have slowly come into Madhya Lila. I pushed myself. In spite of all, I have to keep going forward. I don't know where is Praveen Prabhu in Bhagavatam. He used to tell me before. Which canto is that? I don't know. 11. Mukala Parvatam. Very hard. Big purpose. Huge purpose. But Prabhuji, you have to do it. You have to push yourself. Don't think not reading Prabhupada books is going to keep you Krishna conscious. No. Your gurus are reading. Jayapataka Maharaj recently did Bhakti Sarvabhauma. Does he need to do? Come on. He has enough reasons to tell he doesn't need to do. Even if 1% of the reasons I'll have, I'll tell like this book. He's doing it. And it's not like he's doing it and not meeting devotees. He can be online guru, sitting in one room. He's offline guru. He's going to places. Right? Don't make this movement into online movement. It's not online movement. It's offline movement. మీ అందరు దండం పెడుతున్నారు మీకే మీకు కూడా ఇట్స్ నాట్ అ ఆన్లైన్ మూవ్మెంట్ ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆఫ్లైన్ ఫినిషింగ్ చాంటింగ్ అండ్ సీయింగ్ యూట్యూబ్ అండ్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ చాంటింగ్ పడ్డది లేచింది ఏం చేసినా ఇప్పుడు వరకు Ekkaduna effect. Ante you are waiting for this to finish this. Or waiting to finish this to do this. I don't know whichever way. Vice versa. Both the ways. Keep a check on it. How much am I doing? What am I doing? Prabhu, you are close. Okay, maybe that another is there. But oh, gap here, Naina. With a gappy. Right? Immediately YouTube చూస్తున్నామంటే what is going on with you? What were you doing? Give a gap now, at least. Okay, I'll read. Or I'll not do anything. Just talk to people. Or just go in the balcony. Or just go around. Immediate, desperate. Not right. Many things are there, Prabhu. You can look at me and say, Prabhu, I also have faults. And I know you appraisal nadi. Nadi. Right? Very important. I was speaking to Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. I was dropping in the other day. The class I took him for. I had some welling questions within me for my own appraisal. So he told an amazing thing. He said, Prabhu, it's your choice to see faults in others. My God. Indra Baba's statement is it. It's your choice to see faults in others. I stopped the topic right there because actually I was asking him about somebody else's fault. Go ugly na. Sadhu but चार रोल नहीं मारते. पढ़ा ना प्रॉब्लम. हाँ. It's your choice to see faults in others. And he said it's difficult, Prabhu, but I tell people no when they come and discuss with me those things. Actually, once His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj told this. One person was coming and speaking to Maharaj that some issue in the temple is happening and that senior devotee is not doing this, it's happening, Maharaj, this, that. Maharaj, you know that they are doing, Maharaj, you know that Maharaj also. Maharaj, this, Maharaj, this. Maharaj, at one point he just said, Prabhu, I don't have the capacity to hear these anarthas of others. He said, I don't have the capacity to hear the anartha of the others. Please spare me. My chanting will get affected. Please, Prabhu, I can't hear this. Such a humble state he took. Saying it affects my chanting. I don't have to hear what he didn't tell what you're telling is right or wrong. He said, not with me. Spare me. Spare me. Anyway, so if you're not serious about the Bhakti progress, you will be affected. Who will be affected? You will be affected. It's actually who is a typo. Who will be affected? You. Some tips. We already discussed this. Quickly, repeat after me. You have to come here to change, not change is gone. Do not materialize your spiritual life. Opposite is good. Follow ABCD of Bhakti, or you will take birth to learn ABCD again in the school. Be selfish for self progress. Do not cheat yourself. Take spiritual life very seriously. No, not like this. Do not cheat myself. Take spiritual life very seriously. Do self-appraisal each Ekadashi. Schedule life based on Vaishnava calendar. Never stay alone in Bhakti. It's Maya. Loud. Really loud. Amazing point I heard. An amazing point I heard from Haldar Maharaj. Sometimes I hear Haldar Maharaj is very strong and gives that peace of mind. He said, you put on weight when you eat alone. You put on weight when you eat alone. All the people are obese, are sitting and eating alone. అది కూడా తీసుకురా ఇంకో రసగుల్లా ఇది అయిపోయింది మొత్తం అయిపోయింది పెరగన్నం కూడా అయిపోయింది కొంచెం కూర కొంచెం ఇది కొంచెం మళ్ళీ స్పీడ్ మళ్ళీ రీస్టార్ట్ just eating because you're eating alone. How many agree with this? నాకు తెలుసు ఎవరు ఉన్నది. You can see yourself and I am also, that's the problem with me. He says never eat alone. Prabhupada told us never eat alone, even in satsang. Never eat alone. In your house, don't eat alone. You eat with somebody. To the extent possible, eat with somebody because you'll eat in the right proportion. It has effect. The same thing applies to Bhakti also. If you try to perform Bhakti alone, you are doomed. You are gone. Don't even think, I think I'm okay, Prabhu. You are not okay. You are gone. Do chanting together. Search for your wife, search for your husband in the house. Go sit beside or be around. Otherwise, you will do some nonsense. You will do some nonsense. Sit in a place where everybody can see you. Whatever you are doing while you are chanting. Right? Come to satsangs regularly. All these things, ABCD. Right? These are all things. If you do, your next appraisal will be good. The next appraisal will be good. If you don't do, so happy Krishna Conscious Appraisal for 2024 and happy Krishna Conscious New Year 2025. The new year has to be new. Right? We took some resolutions that day. I don't know how many are trying to still implement the resolutions. I failed already 2 times, I'm admitting, in front of Jagannath. 2 days I did not read 25 pages of Prabhupada books. I think it's 3 days. So already in 20 days I failed 3 days. So my failure percentage is 15%. CL to is that right? But I don't want to fail further. Even today night I have to go and read it's my resolution, not somebody else's. And these things make us strong. Let's make the next year count. Let's make the next year count. Let's make this year count. It might be a last year also. Do you want 2025 to be the last year in the material world? I want it to be the last year in the material world.
I'm going to Undale.
This is Manohar Pelli చూస్తారా? మనోహర్ పెళ్లి చూడడానికి తర్వాత మాట్లాడదాం.
ఇంకా బాధ్యతలు బోర్డు ఉన్నాయి.
I want to go back to Krishna. Have this clarity in your mind. Am I ready? I'll end with this one thing. I know it's late today, but Stoka Krishna Prabhu, when he left his body in Chopati temple, very horrible condition, bone cancer, 32-year-old, just got married, small child, 6 months old daughter, horrible situation. He's dying. He told, I want to leave the body in between devotees. Very humble devotee, very humble devotee. 4:30 in the night. I can speak about this for a whole day. So many things happened that day. 4:30 in the morning. Someone goes, knocks Maharaj's door. Just before 4:30, Maharaj, I think the time has come. He's leaving. Nobody slept in the temple that day because people are waiting, he will leave. Srimati Radharani sent her part of her jewelry from Barsana. Nobody planned it. It came. Garlands from Vrindavan, Radha Shyam Sundar. Nobody planned it. It came. That day, it came.
Somebody came and gave.
Somebody came and gave. Some Brajvasis who are traveling, doing kirtan, very good, very famous Brajvasi Kirtanians. They were in Bombay. Nobody called them. They came. They came. So many Prabhupada disciples. They are not supposed to be at one place. They came. Niranjan Maharaj came. Some other Maharajas came. They all came. And Prabhuji's pinnacle moment. Kirtan is happening. Radhakund water is sprinkled. Shamkund water is sprinkled. 4:30 Mangalarti time. Altar has to open. The conch shell is being blown. Krishna can do for you when you are sincere, when your appraisal is good, what he can do for you. Raghunath Maharaj, his guru comes, holds his hand, because they called Maharaj, said, Maharaj is going to leave his body, now it's time for you to come. Maharaj holded his hand, looked into his eyes, last seconds, he asked, Stupa Krishna Prabhu, how are you? That was the question of Maharaj. And simple answer of Prabhuji was, and his last words, Maharaj, I am ready. That's it. I am ready. Everybody in the temple hall was crying. Conch shell was blown. He left his body. Are we ready? Is the question to ask. Are we ready? Are we planning to become ready? Okay. I mean, our contemplation has to take us to that point. Am I ready? Am I ready? Am I ready? This moment it come. Devotees are not your enemies, Prabhu. Nobody is enemy here for you. Nobody wants anything from you. We don't want your money. We don't want your anything. We just want you to become a devotee. The devotee is good. The devotee is the standard that Prabhupada has given. The devotee that your guru will be proud of you. He will not be ashamed of you. He should not be ashamed of you. Oh, why did I initiate this person? Right? And anybody else in satsang who is struggling to maintain that standard, you be an instrument to increase that standard, not to decrease that standard. Or to even maintain that standard. If you be an instrument to increase that standard, Krishna will personally come and take you back to Godhead. He will take you back because you have done your service. That's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami said, even if one person becomes a pure devotee, I will be delivered. He is telling you. It's not an ordinary statement. The Bhakti Siddhanta. Last week we discussed, last 3 hours we discussed about Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Who are there that day? 3 hours class on Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati only. Such a glorious sannyasi, Maharaj, Parivrajaka Acharya, Paramahamsa is telling, 1% becomes a devotee, that's the achievement of my life. That is how much it is valued, bro. This. And I made one point here. You know what is that? Schedule life based on Vaishnava calendar. What is special today? Does anyone know what is special today? Today is Sunday. No. It is a disappearance day of a Goswami, Gopala Bhatta. It's the appearance day of Gopala Bhatta Goswami. How many of us know this?
Yesterday.
18th.
Yesterday.
Today is 19th? 18th. Sorry, yesterday. Do you even know that we just passed that? How much time does it take for us to see the Vaishnava calendar, go and read about that person? Vaishnava calendar is created by whom? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. He created the Vaishnava calendar. And he kept all those dates. Why? For us to skip? For us to just skip? For us not to read? There is a reason. We have to remember that great Goswami called Gopala Bhatta Goswami, son of Venkata, son of Venkata Bhatta, Srirangam, the main Pujari. His father's name. His name was Gopal. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived in that house. And he was Gopal Bhatta Goswami was frustrated that why I am taking birth at a time and I cannot see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his hair. In his Gaura form, I am not able to see. I am seeing him like a sannyasi. Oh Krishna, what kind of destiny is it? He blamed the destiny. That why did he take birth at this time? I should have taken birth few years ago when Mahaprabhu did not take sannyasi. I want to see the Gaura Sundara form. And in the dream, Nityanand Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, they came and they were telling him, now you are going to see. And he got up just before he saw. And then he saw. Then he saw Gaura Sundara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that form. He saw Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna nahi anya. Right? Chaitanya. He showed. He saw that. And then Mahaprabhu said, you go after your responsibility of parents. You go to Vrindavan and serve along with Rupa and Sanatana. And just understand this. When this instruction was given, his parents were so happy. Venkata Bhatta and his wife were so happy. Oh, so beautiful. Our son is going to become a devotee. Supreme Lord has blessed. And they, while dying, they reminded their son just before they left their body. Remember what Mahaprabhu told? Now that you finished that responsibility, you stayed here to take it. Now you have to go. You have to go. And he went. And after he went, Rupa Goswami is writing a letter back. In those days, he is writing a letter back to Jagannath Puri, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting in Tota Gopinath temple, hearing Bhagavatam and remembering Gopala Bhatta Goswami. I told him to go to Vrindavan. Where is my devotee? And the letter comes, and he opens the letter, and Rupa Goswami is writing a letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you have sent a wonderful soul. He is here with us now. We are in Vrindavan. Gopala Bhatta Goswami is in Vrindavan. Rivo, so happy. Mahaprabhu, God is so happy. Supreme, does he not know? He knows, but he likes that reciprocation. He's so happy. And you know the whole Radharaman Leela. I don't want to get into that now. Right? The whole Radharaman Leela. Why am I telling this Leela, Prabhu? That you should also remember these Leelas according to Vaishnav calendar. Take your 1 minute in the morning to see the next week. What all is going to come next week? This Monday also is something special. Give a little bit time to understand about that Acharya. Little bit time. And what this will do? It will increase your pleasure in Bhakti. It will increase your fulfillment in Bhakti. And it will increase your nourishment in Bhakti. It will. If you don't do that, voluntarily will not go anywhere. Hare Krishna. Sorry, it's been very late. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada-rajani. Hiranyapati
Hare
नरसिंहदेव भगवान की श्रोमणी प्रहलाद महाराज की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परम सुब्रताचार्य अष्टोत्तर ज्वाइन डेज एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परम सुब्रताचार्य अष्टोत्तर ज्वाइन डेज भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसारी गौर भक्त वृंद की ओम श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की गंगे माया की यमुने माया की भक्ति देवी की कलियुगान तुलसी महारानी की नाम संकीर्तन की ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ट्रांसेंडेंटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees all glories to assembled devotees all glories to assembled devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyev cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Ananta Koti Vaishnavavrinda ki Hare Krishna. So Chaitanya Chaitanya Prabhu is here. There are going to be 6 series lecture on Mahabharat, all the controversies of Mahabharat to clear our devotion towards Krishna. It's starting from Thursday. Friday morning will be the first lecture. Next week morning 8 o'clock to 9:30. Okay, you all can finish your round. Try to be a little more early that day. Come here, have your breakfast and go to your office. If you have no time, bring a dabba, put your breakfast and go to office. Right? But don't miss this opportunity. It's a golden opportunity. 6 lectures on 18 days of war. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे